Hello. Hi, everybody. We're over here on Slices and Dices. We're going to do a little Savage Rifts. This is going to be first time for a lot of our folks, and we should hopefully have a lot of fun. And yeah, we're going to check a couple of things out and just have a good time. And let's see. First, I think let's just kind of, pardon my cat that might come up here. He's a needy boy. But we're going to have our players kind of introduce themselves real quick, and then we'll kind of discuss what we're all going to do here tonight. So, Red, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Okay. Hi, I'm Red. And just like the last game that Zero Ball was DMing for me, I'm still playing the robot doctor of the party.
All right.
Yes. Even
Anything
though
else?
Savage Rifts are going to be a little bit more awkward for an android to run around, I'm doing it because I'm just that kind of chaotic being.
It's fair, and it's true. I've seen you in other things. All right. Gordo, why don't you go ahead and go? Gordo, you there?
I'm sorry. my audio cut out for a moment. I did not hear you.
Okay.
Sorry. All right, yeah, I'm Gordo. I will be playing the mysterious leyline walker because magic. So Kriptk will be our enigmatic magic user tonight. Looking forward to the stream.
All right. And last we have Brad.
I'm Brad. I'm going to be playing Wilhelm Planck, and he is a rogue scientist. Think MacGyver. Essentially, he's the MacGyver of the Wastelands. So there you have it.
All right, cool. So yeah, we're doing Savage Rifts tonight, and for those who are perhaps unfamiliar, Savage Worlds is kind of a universal system. They made by Pinnacle Entertainment, and they have a variety of settings. They do Deadlands, they do they have their own stuff, and then Rifts is one of the older RPGs out there. One that I grew up with as a kid. One of probably the first RPG I really got into myself, and it goes back quite a few years, and it's still around. It's still kicking. But they made a deal with Pinnacle and got it converted to Savage Worlds, so it's a different system, same setting, little tweaks here and there, and it's pretty cool. So hopefully you'll all enjoy the ride that we're about to take tonight. Hoping to give kind of everyone a feel for what the world is about. The short story, just probably give a little bit of background, is that the apocalypse happened. Basically, somebody started a war, and a lot of people died very quickly, and that triggered a lot of major cataclysms. And it is 500 to 600 years later. Part of that cataclysm is that magic flooded back into the world and pumped through the ley lines that crisscrossed the planet and tore open rifts to other dimensions. Some of those dimensions, they were nice places. A lot of them were not, and there were demons and monsters and all kinds of other things that came pouring out of it. And but humanity has survived, and in some places even thrived. And they're kind of clawing their way back, but gone are the old nations and things that we can think of. And there are people that are not human, but who are stuck on Rift's Earth just as much as anyone else, and they may have arrived here by accident or whatever. So as we begin, our players have arrived at Castle Refuge. Castle Refuge is the base of operations for the Tomorrow Legion. Now, the Tomorrow Legion is a relatively small organization founded around the idea, and it's actually it's built on the bones of a castle that was built in Arkansas, and they basically want to go and do good for everyone else. They want to protect people, be they humans or, as they're known colloquially DBs, which is dimensional beings, anything not human or from a rift. They want to keep those people from being killed and slaughtered by demons and other very bad things. So they're going out and trying to protect people. They help them in times of crisis. They're trying to establish long distance communications. There's no satellite network or anything. There's no cell phone towers. There's nothing. Communications typically have a range of maybe 100 miles, if you're lucky. So they're working on rebuilding kind of some infrastructure things and so forth. There are a few groups opposed to that because they want things kind of their way. There's the Coalition State, which is a human supremacist organization. And there's also the Federation of Magic, which is a group where if you're not a magic user, you're not really a person. And also they traffic with demons and the undead and so forth. So, there's some fun things going on. And kind of smack in the middle of all that is where Castle Refuge is and the Tomorrow Legion. So, and they take in refugees from pretty much anywhere. And our 3 players tonight are some of those refugees. They've come to Castle Refuge, and but they've decided to enlist to help others. And we're going to first start with a little bit of an interview process to make sure that they're Legion material. So I think first and foremost, let's see, we'll have, I'm just going to settle this with a die roll because it's fun. All right, Gordo, you're going to go first. So,
Okay.
And your character's name is?
Kriptk.
All right. So they bring you into like an interview room, if you will, just like a chair, and there's somebody at a desk. And they're like, okay, well, welcome. How can I help you? You decided to come and sign up. What is your name? And
Kriptk presents himself as being somewhat reserved and a little suspicious of things. He goes, "Do you really need my name? I mean, is that part of the application process? I mean, I go by Kriptk. Is that good enough?"
That will suffice. If that is all that you have, that's perfectly fine. It says here that you put down that you are a magic user. Any specific focus or area of expertise, or do you deal with summoning things or interacting with objects and creating hybrids of magic and technology?
I find that channeling the raw energy of the ley lines and creating more dramatic effects is probably the highest form of magic. So that's what I've generally focused myself on.
Okay, interesting. So what brought you to Castle Refuge?
I've been wandering for some time, and there's a lot of bad things out there. So I thought perhaps I would find some companions to maybe address those threats.
Sure. So beyond your magic, is there anything else that you feel that you could bring to a group?
Well, of course, magic being the most important thing anywhere, but yes, I mean, I'm fairly intuitive. I tend to be a student of human behavior and metahuman behavior, and can generally tell when someone is about to do something, dramatic. And in general, I think I'm a good asset.
All right. Is there anything in particular that you would like for us to know?
Why? What have you heard?
Nothing. We were just asking if there's anything that you wanted to tell us about yourself. Anything that we haven't asked or inquired about?
Not particularly. No, I think that's probably about covers it.
Thank you. All right. And one last question. If you were a type of fish, what kind of fish would you be and why?
I've heard of fish. I can't say that I've ever actually seen one. I think I saw a picture of a stingray once. They looked rather interesting.
Interesting. All right. Well, thank you. We'll be in touch. And someone
He
comes and leads you out.
he quickly exits as quickly as he can from the room. He's very uncomfortable.
Fair. All right. Let's see. Who should we have go next? Red. So you are brought into a room, and and actually, there is not a desk in this room. You're just in a room, and there's this human female in overalls, and she's just sitting in just a chair, not like anything fancy. The kind of chair you might find at an auditorium or something. She's like, "Well, hello there, little guy. Uh, I don't know what to call you. You can call me Tess. And do you have a name?"
Um, well, I think my character would be looking around the room, checking to see if there's any other recording devices or if it's just this interviewer in the same room.
Okay. You know what? There probably isn't an extra recording device in here.
And then he will say, I'm assuming, because I've got this as a language, is Technocan, which is just, I'm assuming, beeps and bloops and.
It's actually just because
Or tech jargon.
it's tech jargon because technology has fallen so far behind, it's almost a separate language. So yeah. So it's basically tech jargon is what you're speaking.
Okay. Well, basically, he'll say in that language, is it safe to speak?
Of course it is. You're in no danger here. I take it you're new to the area?
I am new. It's just that I've heard that androids are a little bit hunted. I just don't know who's safe to talk to.
That's fair. I wouldn't say necessarily hunted. Those with extraordinary. It's more that androids are viewed as property, unfortunately, in many cases. And in some cases, they are. Some are no more than predictable computerized robots. They don't think for themselves or anything else, and they're not programmed to. They're not designed to. But there are some that we do get from time to time that are more advanced, usually from other dimensions. Do you know that you came through a dimensional rift to here?
Did.
Oh, good.
I mean, I
Good.
was a companion droid to what I think I've heard your people call a tech doctor, specifically in the manufacturing and maintaining of cybernetic organisms.
Okay. So
Or like,
cybernetics were a common thing in where you came from?
more than common. So common, in fact, that even though in this world I'm quite advanced compared to your technology, from where I came from, it's very, very old-fashioned.
Must be nice. Yeah, here learning has fallen much to the wayside. So anyone with a bit of knowledge is greatly appreciated. So are you a doctor yourself? Are you a capable surgeon, or can treat ailments or such things?
Technically speaking, yes, I can. Though unfortunately, because I'm an android, I haven't got the paperwork to prove that I am qualified for that.
You'll find that paperwork is not really much of an issue here. Um, you, boy, where to tell you some things. First of all, magic exists. I don't know if that existed where you come from, but here it's a real thing. You're gonna come across that. Also, I don't know where you come from, but you're gonna see aliens, things that aren't human, but some of them are gonna need your help. Oftentimes, they're gonna need your help, and but there are also things that are beyond even that, and they are very dangerous. So you're going to have to be careful. And it's not necessarily a unwise move to conceal exactly what you are, but also don't be afraid to show who you are. You will be placed with some teammates who will help look after you as you adjust. And yeah, I think you can be of a great asset to a number of people if that's okay with you.
Yes, I think people like yourself have. Well, my designation is DR 51773, but people around this place that know my true intentions just call me Dr. Alice, if that's easier for you.
Dr. Ellis works, or we can call you 773. I'm fine with whatever you're fine with. Here, you get to decide for yourself who you are. So consider that. And you're free to go if you'd like to just observe outside or whatever, uh, or make yourself available
Back to
to.
what I was doing, yeah.
Sure. Nice
You
to
don't
meet you.
need any help in here? You don't have any
No, it's
cybernetics, do you?
just me. You can check outside if there's anyone that needs like medical assistance or anything. It's not uncommon.
Yes, I've seen. That's why I came through the rift in the first place.
Good, good. And yeah, I think you'll be a good fit for the Tomorrow Legion.
I'll see you around, and probably
Hmm.
try to stay out of trouble yourself.
Thank you. I will. And then the door opens and you're free to leave.
And he will just float out because he has no transport options. He just floats around everywhere, literally.
All right. And now finally, Wilhelm Planck. Your name is called and you're escorted to an interview room. And much like Kriptk, it's a chair, person behind a desk. And so, Wilhelm Planck.
Yes.
Yep. So, why do you want to join the Tomorrow Legion?
I felt like I learned everything that I could where I was. And
And
now
where was that?
I did a really horrible city out west. Not much to talk about, really.
Okay. Out west. All right. There's a lot of towns out west, and it's not uncommon for people to just come from out west. So, what kind of skills and talents do you bring to the Legion? How can you be of aid not just to the Legion but to others?
Well, I speak all languages in the continent and some in other continents. There's probably not a thing uh, on this planet that I can't fix. So
Interesting. So you're very confident in your abilities.
confident enough, yes.
Okay. All right. Um, is there anything in particular you want us to know about you and how you prefer to do things?
Well, whenever I get an opportunity to learn something new, I will absolutely take it. It's always good to have a golf bag full of different ideas, and the brain is a weapon too. And that's what I do. I wield my brain in that fashion sometimes.
Interesting. I know some mind melters who would probably say the same thing, but for different reasons.
Yeah, that's I don't wander into that territory. That's for sure. Give me science. Give me data. Give me facts. Give me
That
figures.
is good. That is good. Well, then I think you will be an excellent addition. Um, yeah. All right. So we'll be in touch with an assignment for you, and we'll
Ah,
introduce you to your teammates.
sounds great. Thanks.
You may go.
And I will totter on out.
All right. So you totter on out, and not much time goes by, maybe a day, and you all get communication that actually probably just a letter that where to be, to meet at like the motor pool at such and such time, and you will be given your orders at that time as to where you're going to go and what your mission is going to be. Is there anything particular anybody wanted to do in the night beforehand?
Do they provide us like lodging or something?
Yep.
Someplace to stay?
Yep. They absolutely do.
What, just like basic accommodations, four
Just
walls
basic
and a cot?
accommodations. Yep. Yep.
Okay. I might even sleep on the cot. You don't know.
Yes, you might. You may indeed. All right.
No,
So,
no,
My
this-
character's just going to be patrolling around the outside during the
Okay.
entire night.
okay. You're
I
like,
think
I don't
that-
need to sleep.
Yeah, Kriptk crashes like a rock, and anybody that observes him realizes he never actually uses the showers. He'll kind of go into like a side alley and call down ley line power and be covered in electricity. Then he smells like ozone once he's done using an electrical cleanse.
Okay.
That's his morning routine.
Wow.
Okay.
Legit.
All right. So yeah, the next morning comes. You are to report to the motor pool. Anyone taking their time and showing up late, or everyone going to be there on time, or what you want to do?
If you're 10 minutes early, you're 10 minutes late. I got nothing. I will be there early.
Okay.
Kriptk would probably kind of wander into the area somewhat early and just sort of check out who's hanging around and see if he's comfortable with the situation.
Okay. I mean, there's people, milling about and being around and so forth. That's not too uncommon. There. I mean, yeah, there's definitely people around. So yeah. So yeah, you can find people that. So if you want to approach, there are vehicles kind of coming and going. It's not a huge like motor pool, but it's there's different areas and so forth. And you are let me just find what I'm looking for here. Yeah, all right. Well, since it's going to be stubborn. All right. So you are going to be. You've been assigned. Guy comes up to you. And he's like, "Kriptk, Planck, and little robot guy." All right, that meets the description. Yeah. Okay. You can call me Corporal Vance. I'm gonna be in charge of kind of giving you your missions while you're starting out here. We're gonna put you with the surveyor teams. We're still pretty new to the area, and so we need to know what's out there. So we're gonna have you go out. Maps are pretty incomplete, so we're gonna send you out. You're gonna go to a location out a certain distance, do a nice detailed survey, bring back that information, and then Castle Refuge Intelligence is going to put that together so that we get a more comprehensive map of the region. And along the way, if you find something, feel free to investigate. If you find people who need help, definitely give them a hand. All right. But also, if you find something that seems out of your league, definitely feel free to run away. We'd rather have you alive than lost. However, it's a dangerous world out there. We're going to send Lieutenant Maria with you, and a human woman with a clearly cybernetic arm, some implants on her face. She comes up to you. She is armed to the teeth, wearing armor, and she's like, "Howdy."
Nice
I'll
to meet
I'll
you.
yeah, I'll be part of your threat assessment. If I don't think it's something that we can take, I'll let you know. And then she's like, and that's our ride. And she points over, and there's this big, like 4-wheeled vehicle. It's about 16 feet long, fairly tall. No weapons on it, but it looks like a sturdy all-terrain kind of vehicle, and it is indeed. And matter of fact, those that are from Rift Earth, you recognize this. It's a Big Boss ATV, which feels like it should have a slogan, but it doesn't. Uh, uh, the advertising in Rift Earth needs work. I'm just saying.
The luxury boat of the wastes.
Indeed. And
So
Maria's like, go ahead.
Sorry, Kriptk would speak up and go, it's good to make your acquaintance, and please don't take this the wrong way, but do you have much experience taking new people out into the field?
Yeah. I'm usually kind of their trainer, so to speak. I'll get you a little bit of knowledge so that you don't, die immediately, because that's not great. So.
No, that would be very bad.
Mm-hmm. I mean, survey teams do have the highest turnover rate, but it's long distance maybe.
Turnover
Well,
rate.
this one is anyway. We're gonna be on the road a lot. We're gonna get to know each other real well. And indeed, there is room for 4 inside the Big Boss ATV, but there's also a ample cargo space, but it is filled with food and water and such. Just because you can't always be too careful.
Well, technically, my character will probably sit on somebody's lap.
That's fine.
Can Kriptk sense if there's a ley line somewhere close by that would be heading in the general direction that we want to go?
Let's see. There are ley lines near Castle Refuge, but they're not all that close. Just because they don't want to have their base of operations sitting on a ley line that could theoretically open and just spill out like a demon lord or something. So I mean, there's some that are nearby, but that's part of what you're doing too. Is if you note a ley line, note it down. But they have specific teams that are for following ley lines and that sort of thing. They have a arcane research division that sends teams out to follow ley lines and so forth. And sometimes you might be given that mission. Just for right now, they've given you a survey job.
Yeah, if we ever get near one, Kriptk would be constantly on the lookout because he obviously his powers are a lot more powerful when he's near one.
Yep.
So.
Yep. Okay. So trip is going to take probably about 20 days or so. It's going to take some time. So this is going to be a long trip. Not that we're necessarily going real far. We're not going to make tremendous time. There's no roads. So cross country it is. But who's driving? She's like, I call shotgun. So. Anybody know how to drive?
Oh, let's see.
I don't generally dabble in mundane forms of travel like that, so I would be a poor choice.
You have a broomstick that you ride, or what? How does that work?
I nominate the toaster to drive. I think he's probably the best qualified.
Can you reach the pedals?
Nope.
Maria's
I
like, I
can't
don't
even
think you
hold the steering wheel because he's only got pinches.
So, John, because I'm a simpleton, driving would fall under riding?
No, it'd fall under skills. Well, yeah, it would be the same place that you'd have riding, but no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Then-
driving would be a separate skill. So maybe nobody knows how to drive, and that's
Yeah.
okay.
Nope.
That would be a
That's
problem.
okay. That's okay.
I flipped a mental coin as to whether I should take a driving or riding, and I picked poorly.
It's okay.
All right.
You chose.
So then,
poorly.
is there anyone in particular that would like to? It doesn't really matter if you. Actually, did somebody have jack of all trades?
Actually, I do have that. Yes.
All right, so you're probably the
Oh.
best, the most qualified to drive, because I think that lets you do like a D4 instead of a D4 minus 2 for your skill check.
So Kriptk just lets out a big sigh and goes, "Fine, it can't be that hard to figure out. I'm obviously the smartest one here. I'll just do it."
Okay. Yep. That's you.
All right, and it's like, oh, this is gonna be great. Car full of smart people. Yeah, looking forward to this. All right. And she gives you it, so she's like, all right, well, take us out. Everyone kind of piles in with their stuff, and you luckily you're not doing anything too extreme, so you don't have to roll anything yet. So off you leave from Castle Refuge, and you drive for a little ways, and now someone needs to navigate. That is going to be a survival roll. Anybody have that?
I do. I'm gonna give this a whirl.
All right. So what you're going to do is you're going to roll survival. You should be able to just click the button with it. There it is. And okay. And okay. So
We're lost.
okay. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe it's a possibility.
You got the guard at Castle Refuge watching us go the wrong way from the place, going,
Other way.
Could I help with that role, or in some way?
Sure. You could. What do you got that you think could be helpful?
Well, I have this, if that could help.
Okay. Well, what I will say is that you probably have a built-in compass, so your direction is basically to go north. You're going north for quite a ways, and you set out and you're starting already to go like kind of southwest. So
Well, to be fair, this looked like very interesting territory on the map. So I take it that's a no from the rest of the group. All right. Which way should we be going?
Unfortunately, I can't roll. I don't have survival. So that's the only problem.
But well, you can roll survival. You roll it
it's
as
just
untrained, unskilled, but you get a +4 bonus to it. So whatever you get, we'll add a 4 to.
It's a +4 to notice. So.
Oh, I'll let it apply in this case as well. That makes sense. All right. So you got what you would have since this is a new game. So Savage Worlds. Typically, because the players are called wild cards, so they get to roll a trait die, which might be an ability or it might be a skill, and they will roll whatever die type they have. For that, if they don't have it, they roll a D4 minus 2, and all you need is a 4 to succeed. That's all you need, just a 4. And each 4 beyond that, well, that's a raise. However, because they are also wild cards, they get to roll a wild die, which is a D6, which gets rolled with every check that they do, every trait check that they do. So in this case, Dr. Ellis got rolled a 5 on his wild die, and then gets a 4. So even with a -2, it's still a +2. You got 7. You succeed. You know which way you're going. Hooray! You're not lost.
Work around way of doing it, but it worked.
Yeah.
All
right. So
Kriptk is a better choice, but okay, we'll do that this way then.
Kriptk hits the brakes and slides to a stop, and then pops the clutch and kind of backs up, and then heads off in the new direction.
Power slide.
Right.
Yeah. Well, how does Kriptk drive? Is Kriptk a cautious driver, or is he defensive, or is he a little reckless?
No, he's terrible. Yeah, he doesn't know what he's doing at all. He thinks he does, but he's terrible. Yeah. So it literally your life is in your hands like every second.
Okay. Fantastic. Like to hear
Well, thank goodness you can hover, because the rest of us are going to be throwing up in our boots.
it. Indeed. And away you go into the wilderness. And your first day. So the way they kind of handle travel in this is every like 6 hours in terrain like this with the vehicle that you have, you're going to cover about 18 miles a day, or for 6 hours, not a day, every 6 hours. You can push your vehicle. You can drive for 12 hours if you'd like, but that is going to put some wear and tear on your vehicle. We might have to roll to see if there's any issues. So I will leave that up to you. I'm just letting you know that's. But at the same time, right now you're currently kind of in relatively safe areas. You're still pretty close to. Right now, you're only like 18 miles from Castle Refuge.
Is fuel a consideration? Are we using gas, or is it solar powered, or how is it running?
We will say that this one is probably. We'll say it's solar powered, so it's got enough charge to go like 300 miles roughly. So, and you can charge it while driving. So you should be good.
I think Kriptk would want to push as far as we can until it gets dark. I mean, he'd want to make sure we find a place to stop.
Okay.
I would say push as well. Try and get there as quickly as possible.
All right.
Well, let's keep in mind that if something happens to the vehicle, I could probably fix it, but it's going to be finding the right pieces to make it work. So
you've got some spare parts. They didn't send you out like they know how rough travel can be.
okay,
So you've got some spare parts and stuff.
okay.
Yeah. So you're gonna push on for another 6 hours.
What time of day is it?
You left in the morning, so it's probably now around 2 in the afternoon. So if you push on another 6 hours, and I'll say it's probably like summertime. So I mean, it's not going to get dark until probably 7, 8 o'clock at night. It'll start dimming down, and that would be about the time that you'd finish your next 6 hours.
Yeah, Kriptk's all for it.
All right. Sounds like everyone's for it. So give me a drive roll or a driving test there, Kriptk.
Sure. So I guess it would just be a straight agility, right?
Nope. It's going to be you're going to roll a d4. Is what you're going to do, because that's what the Jack of all trades gives you.
Okay.
All right. Now, so you didn't get a success, which means that your vehicle suffers some wear and tear. And so we can do that. Let me just find that. Got all these cool little charts as macros in here, and that was the one that I didn't drag over.
Versus.
Where are you? Vehicle.
Well, we got MacGyver on board, so that should be fine.
Yeah,
we just need to find a rubber band, and it will just fix itself.
Rubber band, stick of gum, we're good to go.
Just so many charts. I mean, it's cool. By the way, for anyone watching at home, we're using Roll20 for this because part of it is that Savage Rifts and Pinnacle came out with some modules for Savage Rifts for Roll20. So they've got like all this really cool stuff like already figured out. So it's a lot more interesting, and if we're smart. I thought I had this one up. Oh no. Anyway, we'll just say that your vehicle's glitching a bit. So you're going to need to stop and repair that.
John, did I get a wild eye for that unskilled roll?
Oh yes, you would.
Okay, let me give that a
so
shot
roll
too.
a d6 as well. Yep.
No better.
Worth a shot. You could spend a Benny. I do apologize. Everyone gets starts with 3 bennies. Bennies are are little tokens that you can spend to get a reroll. That could be for a trait check. That could be for damage. You can use it to draw a different initiative card when it comes to that. You can use it to recover power points. You can use them for a bunch of different things. You can also use them to help you avoid damage or to not be stunned or shaken, I should say. So bennies are super helpful, and I think Kriptk, you start with an extra one because you've got lucky or something.
I do, yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
I may, if this isn't too serious right now, I may save the bennies for something more
Fair enough.
critical later.
Fair enough. Yep. So you're probably just driving along, and like you wind up bottoming out the big boss, and you hear like something clang hard on like a rock or a tree, and
I guess I'm up.
Yeah, doesn't handle as well. It's still running, but when you break for camp, you might want to take a look at it.
He immediately blurts out, "It's not my fault."
It's totally your fault, but we'll fix it.
All right. So you finish your driving, set up camp. Maria's just like rookies. And yeah, she'll start setting up camp, and what do the rest of you want to do?
I'm going to start working on the vehicle right away.
All right.
So it's ready for morning. We can push off immediately.
Okay. So that's going to be a repair roll.
Ooh,
nice. Look at that. So another thing in this game, seeing that this is in green, is that die rolls can do what they call acing, or in other games they call it exploding. If you roll the maximum value on your die type, you get to keep that number, and then you roll that die again, and add whatever you roll on that die to what you first roll, to that first die. If it comes up as the same top number again, you keep going. So it can keep exploding, and that works for trait rolls. That also works for damage rolls, which becomes pretty important later. So yeah, no problem. You're like, oh, this is simple. It's actually just there was like a stick like stuck in, like jammed in by the axle, and you get it out. It's not.
How many raises did I get on that?
So the number of raises that you would have had on that, it would have been 4 for the base, and then every 4 thereafter. So that'd be 5 total raises plus a 6th for the success. So yeah.
Okay, so what I would like to do is, make sure that other stuff is taken care of. I probably found a couple of things that weren't looking so hot. I want to make sure I take care of that too while I'm under here.
Sure.
The hardest part is actually getting under it.
The hardest part was probably just pulling it out. I'm sure it was wedged in there real good.
It
got a whole shrubbery in there.
It's a stick. It'll burn out. That's fine.
Yeah. Nothing flammable on the undercarriage. No.
Yeah,
no.
that's fine. Yeah. That's fine.
It's fine.
So possibly just maybe add an extra layer of skid plates to the bottom of the...
Could be. All right. Kriptk, anything you're doing while he's working on that?
Yeah, I think Kriptk, as it gets dark, he's probably going to cast Dark Sight on himself just to make sure he can see anything creeping up on us that we wouldn't like to encounter.
All right. What does it look like when you cast your spell, and what does it look like when you have your Dark Sight up?
Yeah, so whenever he casts that, his eyes literally turn completely black, like you're looking into empty eye sockets, and he just sort of stares off into the distance.
Okay. So one of the other things with Savage Worlds is that powers, which can be spells, psychic powers, superpowers, or weird, crazy gadgets, all come with like trappings, and trappings are kind of like what differentiates. So somebody has a bolt power, which lets you shoot a bolt of energy. Somebody might have fire as a trapping. Somebody else might have cold. And those trappings can have some effect, but they're not specific. And you get to describe what they are. If you want your bolt power to look like a dagger made out of translucent energy, fine. That can be a thing. So that's just kind of how trappings work. They're just kind of some fun. So yeah. All right, Dr. Ellis, what you doing?
Uh, he'll probably be doing the same thing as Kriptk is doing, but be more up in the air and
Okay.
just gutting the entire area. Just
All right. Why
because
don't you
his head
both?
can rotate 360 degrees, it's just scanning the entire area around.
All right. Cool. All right. Why don't you both then give me a notice roll?
And before I do that, did Wilhelm also want Dark Sight? Because I could do the power modifier on that and cast it on him as well.
If I'm right now elbows deep in the vehicle, probably not a good time. But thank you.
Okay.
Well, dark sight will allow you to see up in the dark areas of the vehicle.
I'm just afraid of accidentally, like shining a light and blinding myself or something. If it works like night vision goggles, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
It's a possibility.
Well, that's how Wilhelm would kind of. I have no concept of magic. I think it's somewhat horseshit, but I've seen stuff. But if I were to try to come up with some kind of analogy, it'd be like night vision, and I know how night vision, you flash a light and you'd be done. So,
all right.
I'm wary.
So Ellis, this is the first time you've seen magic done, and and you've never seen humans like it looks like their eyeballs disappeared, but they're not. How are you processing that?
Alice is probably thinking, his eyes are gone. What would happen if I gave him new eyes?
Don't fall asleep.
All right. So
cybernetic eyes.
I think Dr. Ellis is going to be on watch for the night since since it does not need to sleep. Is anyone else gonna? Maria's like we should probably have like 2 on, 2 off kind of thing, and just kind of rotate through. Do you want me to take first watch with the little guy?
Yeah.
I'm rather tired after driving all day. That's fine.
All right. Yeah. It looked very athletic. You're driving.
So would you have cast the spell before or after you've gone to sleep?
I cast it right as the sun was going down, so I could see if anything started creeping up on us. And then when I go to bed, it only lasts for an hour, so it'll wear off.
I thought it was like more than an hour thing.
Yeah. Nope. Just an hour. I mean, theoretically, he could make it last longer, but yeah. All right. So you, the 2 of you sleep. The night's gonna pass pretty uneventfully. You each get awakened, at different times, and then it's ready. It's time to go the next day. Your ride is fixed. It's got that
some?
slightly. What's that?
It's fixed and then some because
Yeah. It's got that newly fixed smell.
I managed to
somehow found a Christmas tree air freshener in there somewhere around.
It's got that new APC smell again.
New
APC smell.
Yeah. All right. And Ellis, you don't have to roll to since you've got like a +4 for just knowing which direction is like north. You're fine.
Yeah.
You just like that way. Just shows up on your HUD. And time to go there, Kriptk. You gonna continue to drive a little reckless, or yeah?
Yeah, so
Okay.
the first thing he does is he comes out and he sort of inspects the work, and that's good enough, I guess. Good job, Willem. And then he'll get in. And obviously, the first thing he does is he stalls. Whatever. I guess it's electric, but it's like kind of jerking as it takes off, and
Good enough.
Can't.
Okay.
All right.
I did that with a rubber band. But you asked me one from me.
I used high quality scrounged parts for that repair, my friend.
Right.
And off you go. Yeah. So you're traveling. You're traveling. You travel 6 hours. Up to you if you want to push it a little bit further.
Maybe we should take it easy the rest of the days. We kind of pushed out pretty hard the first day. What do y'all think?
That's fine. Do we get any bonuses for getting there sooner?
No.
Do we
It
get
just
any?
means less time out in the wilderness.
Oh, I was hoping for at least an attaboy or something. Gold star?
You get a hearty handshake, and
I will take a hearty handshake.
I offer you this laurel and a hearty handshake.
No, we keep pushing. I mean, I guess you get the mission accomplished, so we can keep going if y'all want to.
All right, give me a driving roll.
What could possibly go wrong, Kriptk?
Fine.
Nothing.
It'd be fine. And a D6. Hey! That's good.
Nice.
So the only way you can critically fail in Savage Worlds as a wild card is you have to roll a 1 on your trait die that you're rolling and a 1 on your wild die. Then really bad things happen.
Challenge accepted.
Hey, actually, that's a 6. Roll it again.
That balanced
That's
out,
8.
and it explodes.
Hey, it's a raise.
That's an 8. That's with a raise. You got this. You want to elaborate on how awesome and amazing your driving was?
Yeah, so he doesn't take his foot off the accelerator the entire way. We're just floored all the way down there, and we get to the campsite, and he, slides the car sideways into a 4-wheel drift and slides to a stop right where he wants to go.
All right, I like it.
And I will kind of lean over and pat him on the shoulder and say, "That was adequate driving."
It was. All right. Maria's just like, okay, you two. She's like, she'll start setting up camp again. Well, actually, she's about to set up camp, and then she looks at you all, and she's like, why don't you do that, and I'll keep watch this time.
Is that survival?
It is.
All right, I'm going to give it a whirl.
All right.
Can we both roll? Or
Yeah.
One? Okay.
Yeah. You can kind of assist. Decide if you're going to assist or if you're going to compete.
I'd be assisting, I think, but yeah, that's.
So congratulations, you've managed to put up the tent between the two of you.
Yes.
A true challenge of teamwork.
I mean, to be fair, I'm used to sleeping out in the open or climbing up on something. So this tent thing is really fancy.
It is. Ellis, you also you on watch with Maria?
Yep, always on watch.
All right.
Until I get there, at least.
All right. Let's have her.
Ellis is like, somebody get hurt already.
Yeah. Oh boy. Maria's just kind of like, not really paying great attention.
She was
Uh,
just so
wi-
overwhelmed with our driving, and yeah, she's
She
asleep.
looks like she might just be she might be jamming out to some tunes. She's like,
Either
maybe
that
not.
or overwhelming apathy has fallen in.
Well, there is that. You know,
She's
thought that was a given.
decided we're all lost cause and we're not making it back anyway.
We're going to die.
All right. Ellis, did you want to toss a notice?
Yeah, I'll roll another notice, see what happens.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. You can tell Maria definitely not really paying attention. She's pretty chill. She's feeling pretty secure. You know, you guys are not, you're all of 2 days away from Castle Refuge at this point. The odds of running into something is still pretty slim. You know, you might run into something, but probably nothing that dangerous. So,
Wink.
Or with Kriptk driving, you might actually run into something.
Yeah, literally.
That is fair.
That is indeed fair. So, yeah, you get your camp set up. Is there anything anybody wants to do? Do you want to? Oh, I got a great idea of what we could do. As you're sitting around the campfire, this is another cool thing.
Is somebody whipping out a guitar? If it is, I'm going to sleep.
Not exactly. Not
All
exactly. Right. So one of the cool things that they have for Savage Worlds is, let me just find it here.
Do they have a budgie pie making chart? How well somebody can make a budgie pie?
Pie making? Yeah.
Yeah. No? Okay.
Pie making kit.
However, they have interludes. And what an interlude is, come on.
Wait for it.
Yep, just waiting for the document to open. All right. So an interlude is that, so kind of during the downtime, you've got some things you can do. And I'm going to deal you out, each of you, a card. And the suit on that card, be it spades, hearts, diamonds, or clubs, then there's 3 things that you can kind of choose to do. Depending on that. So it might be a downtime thing that you do. It might be something related to your backstory, or it might be a previous journey that you went on, or a trek. So let me deal those out to you, and we'll go from there.
Do them cards.
Mm-hmm. So I'll do 1.
Come on, give me a 2 of clubs.
Here, let's do that. And there, and there. All right, so flip your card. And I'm just going to go with who is first here. So I see that on my screen. So Kriptk, you have a heart. So your options. For downtime, you could practice a skill. What is it? Or you could do a backstory, a tale of your hero's greatest love, lost, found, present, or waiting for you back home. Or a trek, how you endured a trying hardship on your journey. Now, the other reason these interludes are cool is that by doing them, you get a Benny. And Bennies are good.
These are always good.
So I think what he would probably do in this case, he's pretty confident in his magical abilities and takes great pride in it, but he knows that magic might not always be an option. And he's got a very limited amount of skill in shooting, so he probably would go ahead and take his, Wilkes pistol, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, the Wilkes laser pistol, and he would probably try shooting, and everyone better get the hell out of the way because he's dangerous as crap.
All right. Why don't you roll me? Give me a shooting roll. Let's see how it goes.
Okay, here we go. Can vaporize, half the hillside there.
Yeah, it is a mega damage weapon. We'll cover that in a bit.
Wait, the Wilkes is a mega damage weapon?
Yeah, the laser pistols are. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
You actually did quite well.
he did
Yeah,
do very well. Look at that.
good for
Look at
you.
that. Oh, on a D4 no less. Very nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're like, all right, yeah, feeling pretty confident about that. Have a Benny.
Nice.
Let's
Thank you.
see here. Red, what did you get? You
Or
got a spade.
Mm.
or
As
speeds.
I struggle to
Top
remember my cards.
marks.
All right, so downtime, you could spend your time alone in quiet contemplation. Like, what are you doing? Backstory, a great victory or personal triumph, or a trek, a difficult obstacle that you negotiated along the way to get here.
Let's see. Since he doesn't trust everybody in the APC at the moment, he's still trying to figure out if any of them will turn him in. He's not going to do the last two. He's not going to do a backstory. He's just going to do it quietly, contemplate on his
Okay.
own as he's
Wh-
searching the area.
All right, what's he contemplating? What's he thinking about?
Um, well, I think probably he was watching Wilhelm repair the APC last night, and he was just thinking of how he can implement that kind of repair solutions to his work.
Okay. All right. Have a Benny. There is a spot on your character sheets at the very top,
Yes.
in the middle for Bennies. So
Yeah.
go ahead and add one for yourself. And then that brings us to Wilhelm, who is a diamond in the rough. Uh,
Mm.
downtime. You study or work on an object of some sort. What is it? Or backstory. Something your hero wants or already has. It might be a material possession, recognition, political goal, or even a trip you wish to take to some amazing destination. Or trek. How you found something that helped you along the way, such as an oasis, minor treasure, ammo, food, friendly locals, etc.
I really have wanted to be able to travel through a rift and go to another place.
Interesting.
That
Just
is
the just the
that
experience.
just the experience. Does physics work the same there? Does electronics work? What could possibly be different? What else could I learn in another place?
And you the other two can feel free to interact with that discussion and have voice your character's opinions and
Well,
so forth.
the question is he saying this out loud, or is this
Yeah,
like
yeah, this would be out
contemplation?
loud. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
I
Guys, I
wonder
really
what
have
the world is
always
like.
wanted to travel through a rift and
Th-
see something on the other side.
This
Any
is
of
like
you have some experience in that?
No, but that sounds fantastic. If you ever do it, I'd love to come.
You know what? Your driving is adequate enough. I would have you come along.
You'll probably hear just very quietly. It's like, I've been through a rift
Really?
coming from,
What was what
but
was
you
the
only hear it
experience?
very quietly, so you may not even recognize it's from
Oh no, I
Alice.
would have heard that. Rift. What? So what was the travel like through the rift? Was there a lot of energy that you were bombarded with, or was it just like parting a curtain?
Well, I mean, it opened up for me, and through the other side, I just saw pain, destruction, wounded people. Thought I'd come through and help.
Did you cause the rift, or was it spontaneous?
It was weird. It kind of opened up when I was at a loss to what I was going to do after my master had died.
So luck, or did you just wish hard enough that it happened?
Well, I mean, it probably was luck, but or what do you people call it? it may have been more than luck. It may have been what destiny, or something may have wanted me here. I don't know.
Huh.
Maria's like,
Also,
oh,
there
you were
was
manifesting. Did you have a vision board?
right. No.
Wow, we're sharing something, and you're just being an ass. All right,
Yeah, it's kind of my job.
and you do it well. Absolutely, I salute
I
you
do.
in your endeavors.
Thank you.
No,
Crypt-
thank you.
Kriptk is all of a sudden very interested, where before he was maybe a little dismissive of Ellis. Now he's like, his impression of him has gone way up. He is just fascinated with what he's talking about.
So, in on your side of, well, I guess, the rift from us, have you noticed anything different in science, how the world works,
Well,
what's your world like?
the world I came from, from what I've seen so far, Wilhelm, I think you would have enjoyed it quite heavily. In comparison to my world, this world is very technologically inferior.
I would gladly embrace new technologies and the opportunity to learn.
Unfortunately, I don't know how to get back. I don't know if there even is a way to get back, unfortunately. But, well,
Well, there's got to be people who can just open rifts or have the ability. I mean, technology or magic, maybe.
And that's the more important question. What's magic like on your world? I really want to know that.
That's the more important question.
It's always the more important question.
from what I remember, there isn't really any magic to speak of.
Oh,
I
thank
mean,
God.
the only magic that
I, I
I
mean,
remember seeing is standard like carnival magic, like pulling a rabbit out of a hat. But that's not really magic, I don't think.
The look of absolute horror on Kriptok's face just chills you to the bone. He cannot believe or comprehend the words that you're speaking.
oh, I can. Science, math. Oh yeah, sign me up.
But
Uh-huh.
the most interesting thing that I think you'd probably like to understand, Wilhelm, is I'm a late model. I'm technologically inferior to the androids that were running around. I was basically pulled out of a scrap heap because no one else wanted the old tech.
Are you fucking kidding me? Really? You're you're an earlier model? You are
Yes,
absolutely, and at this, I'm not going to get uncomfortably close because he seems a little skittish, but I will stand up and just, kind of not maybe necessarily use my notice or have to roll it, but I do want to really kind of drink in as much as I can possibly see where he's still comfortable with me, wandering around him like a coyote around a dead rabbit or something. Not to
well,
not to that level.
as you pretty much walk around him, you see his head just completely follow you around, showing that it's got a 360-degree view like a now, so you can just rotate his head completely around and follow you.
My God, I want to go to your world so bad. Huh. I need to find information on rifts, how to open them. Huh.
Well, I'm sure
But
you can talk to the Legionnaires when we get back.
but the fun thing about going down in tech is, as I've seen you do, Wilhelm, it's making things work of lesser technology, making them work possibly even better than they did with the modern tech.
Hmm. opportunity to learn something new.
Indeed.
Technology.
All right. And Maria's like, all right. We should all get turned in. We got more driving to do.
I may or may not be aroused right now. You don't know.
Oh, we all know. Unfortunately.
I'll turn myself to the side a little bit and try to keep my modesty.
Well, I mean, Alice probably has senses noticing that there's an increase in blood pressure from and a decrease from probably Kriptk after he told her there's no match.
Yep.
All right. Who wants first watch with Ellis? You're pretty handy, little guy.
I'll take first watch with Ellis. Hell yeah.
All right. So,
time to roll some notice, eh?
Yeah, roll some notice. See if anything happens.
Yeah. I think that last notice roll was the one. Yeah. That last notice roll from me was the most recent one. So.
Yep.
That was
for something else. So there's a new one.
New one?
Yep.
Another notice. Okay. Yeah. The funny thing is, I've only got a D4, but I've got a +4 to D4.
Yep.
So.
Which pretty much guarantees that you have a success.
Yeah.
Even with a 1. But yeah. But you got a 6, so you're good.
Yeah, so that's basically a 2 and a 1.
Yeah, yep. So you get you guys are you two are you guys.
You two
robots and man are sitting there observing the night sky, and off in the distance, definitely many miles from you, you can see a faint bluish glow kind of on the horizon, just edging and wisping up above the edge of the treetops.
What the hell's that? Ellis, do you see that?
I do see that. That seems similar to what Kriptk was doing before. Maybe we should wake him up and ask him about it.
Yeah, that's magic stuff. That's outside of my purview. Yeah, well, definitely we're gonna wake Kriptk up.
Okay. How are you gonna wake him up?
You need to come see this now.
Just shake.
He kind of jolts awake, and again, you see the black eyeballs looking back at you.
Jesus Christ, that's not creepy at all. Say, we saw some blue shimmering energy off in the distance, and we thought that might be in your... God, don't look at me like that. It might be of interest to you. We're not sure what it is.
He comes flying out of his little sleeping bag there and runs to where he can see it. Is he sensing a ley line anywhere close?
Not sensing it close. This one looks probably... let's see. What's your survival? Why don't you roll me survival to try to estimate the distance?
Sure.
You're not sure, but it is a long ways away. Like you're not even getting the tingle on your senses, your normal ley line detection, and when you're usually kind of close, you can usually kind of pick it up. This one's pretty distant, but it's it's definitely a ley line. Like you've seen them before. So yeah, it's oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry. Based on the distance and the amount of glowing, does it look like it's a particularly strong one, or is it just like a normal?
Seems like a fairly normal one. It's just because there's no light pollution really anymore. You can see things that glow at night just much better and more clearly. So yeah, it's probably not a very strong one. Also, Ellis, you would note that it is also not in the direction that you're supposed to be heading.
Kriptk points and goes, That, my friends, that is true power. That is the power of the world leaking into the sky. We can harness that. We can do almost anything. He's just so excited about this.
A few questions. One, is that normal?
Well, of course, yes. That is the magical power of our entire world manifesting itself above the ground. It happens all the time. This is home for me. This is where I go.
Okay, because this is the first time I've seen it, so I see random blue chunks of energy. I'm thinking something's on fire that's very strange that we probably need to avoid. But you're saying that that's cool, that we should check that out? Is that somebody throwing up a flare or something, saying they need help, or that's just raw power that's just leaking out everywhere?
Yes, that's natural raw power. I don't think we need to go there necessarily if it's not the direction we want to travel, but if we find one of those, it could be very helpful later.
Okay, and do we bottle this energy up? What do we do with it?
He just smiles and says, "Well, it's bottled up in me. I am the battery, if you will."
So you can go there to recharge.
Kind of a small battery, right?
Oh no, you'll see.
Okay, sounds good.
Efficiency.
Will it increase your driving skill?
We get to one of those, my friend, we won't need to drive. We can fly.
So you can make an enlarged broomstick. Or would we fly the APC? How would that work?
No, we will just simply fly.
Are there drugs involved?
If you'd like some, there could be.
That's fair. I wasn't sure if that was a part of that.
That's not required, but it's certainly an option.
Keep our options open. All right, I can work with that. All right. Good to know. I'm learning all sorts of things.
And that, I hear, is half the battle.
Hey, go Joe. Absolutely.
So, you return to your routine, and rest of the evening passes pretty uneventfully. Next day, setting out, going that direction, and as you're going along, it's daytime. Everyone, give me a notice roll.
Another notice.
And actually, Kriptk, how fast are you going?
Probably whatever our top speed is over this terrain.
Oh, yeah, it's not great. But
10 miles an hour or something?
Yeah, it's not fantastic. You cover 18 miles in 6 hours, so it's about 3 miles an hour or so. Which is okay.
The funny thing is, dice don't like Alice, because I think I got a nat 1 and a nat 2 again.
There you go. That's okay, because you all see this. So you're driving along, and you see a group of, well, they don't look human, but you see some beings off in the distance, and they're running. And behind them, you see black metal skeletons with guns chasing after them. And beyond that, you see armor-clad humanoids also carrying guns. And we're going to change maps.
Are they... any of them are people, or...
Nope. You would... Planck, you would recognize it. So would Kriptk. It's definitely coalition troops.
Oh.
As soon as he sees the people coming up, he's going to roll stealth.
Okay.
Just complete.
All right. So.
All right.
No.
Well, you got a success. You're good.
A success.
Yeah.
There you go. With the
All
wildcard,
right.
yeah.
So what we are
Gun at
going
the
to
ready.
do. All right. So now, does everybody see the map?
Yep.
You are down there at the bottom of the map with your technically in your big boss ATV.
Oh, I gotta zoom out. There we go. Okay.
Okay. So you're down at the bottom of the map. Do you see where up here where I'm pinging?
Yep.
It's up
Yes.
and to the left.
You can shift ping
Oh yeah, that's right.
to move everybody there.
Oh, I don't want.
Do
So-
we see the ones that are being chased, or just the aggressors?
You see the ones that are being chased, depending on your angle, because there is some line of sight obstruction, I think, for some of this.
Okay.
Because they give me the. And then back behind them, there is a big old group of things, of black metal skeletons and some people behind them in armor, some coalition troops, dead boys as they're known. Now, for people unfamiliar with it, the coalition states is their, I guess you'd say, capital is called Chi-Town, and it's based near the ruins of old Chicago, but not in the ruins of old Chicago. And they have fairly advanced technology, based on stuff that the original founders had found, and they are human supremacists. The leader found a copy of Mein Kampf, or the founder found a copy of Mein Kampf and thought those were some really great ideas. So they are a fascist human supremacist state. They absolutely despise all magic. They've been engaged in an ongoing war with the Federation of Magic. They also recently wiped out the city of Tolkien, like absolutely slaughtered them, and so they put a pretty big military force. Coalition troops are typically illiterate. The coalition discourages illiteracy because learning is kind of the enemy, except when they have smart people that they can use to make them dangerous things. Coalition also is known to use dog boys, which are uplifted dogs, because they're sensitive to supernatural things and use them for ferrying it out. Mages or ley line walkers and psychics. They do use some psychics as well. So yeah, so that's the little bit of background. So they're not super friendly, and they're also pretty they're human supremacists. So if you're an alien, they're usually they don't necessarily kill you outright, but they also are like, go or we'll shoot you kind of thing. So yeah, but the ones that they are chasing are definitely not human. They appear to be kind of these blue, chitinous shelled humanoids, multi-limbed, look a bit like insects, but not. And like two of them are kind of smaller, almost like children.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
And then there's two larger ones that are running, and they're all kind of fleeing together. So we're gonna do some initiative.
Okay.
So we're gonna do. This is gonna be our first time trying this. So
I believe in you, John.
yeah. All right, we'll see how it goes. And by the way, the squares are 2 yards, because they did all their measurements in yards. So because I see people like
You're happy about that too.
yeah. All right.
It's 6 yards per square, or per inch rather? Is that right?
It's 2 yards per inch. So that's why I converted the squares to 2 yards, because it just makes figuring the stuff out easier. Because I know like a lot of your powers are like your smarts, and if you have a D8 or something like that, that would then be 4 squares. All right, so that's not gonna. Yep, I'll just do this. Okay, and then I'm gonna deal. All right, and we'll keep that one over there. Okay, so so this is, and this will be the first time trying this out with the with the initiative tracker. So let me
Oh,
pull
nice.
that up.
Ooh.
I got nice.
Sexy.
Mhm.
Oh, look at that. That's cool.
What's that?
Is that our initiative card that you just dealt out?
Yeah,
First card, I got a Joker. That's awesome.
nice, very nice. Hi. All right. I need to slide this over.
So when one of us draws a Joker, I think we all get a Benny. That happens,
Well,
right?
you get a Benny when it gets played. So they do initiative using a normal deck of 52 cards. 54 cards because you leave the Jokers in. And when a Joker is played, you can play a Joker to go anytime on the initiative order. All of the rolls that wild card takes for that turn get +2 to their roll, and then the player and all the other players get a Benny as well. So that's pretty cool. And then after the turn in which a Joker is played, then we pull the cards back in, shuffle the deck, and go again. You cannot go up there. My cat would like to come and say hi, but he's cannot. All right. So let me just do that. Let me see if I can. See.
I think the only bad thing is we're far enough away that I will not be able. It's during the round when I play the Joker, it would be the bonuses, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think it will come into play, but at least we'll get the bennies out of it. So.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, we'll deal with the turn tracker later because I'm not going to futz with it right now. I can figure it out as we go because I can also pull up everybody else's card.
Hooray!
So we'll deal with that later. All right. So first up is so it was Ellis that had the ace, right?
Yes.
So Ellis, you'll go dead last. All right. So let's see. And okay. Let me.
I think so. We're still in the vehicle. We're still rolling when we see this, right?
Yes. Yep. You're still in the vehicle. So just for note, when you're in a vehicle, you can move 12 inches, which then translates to that would be what 24 yards. So divided by 2, so 12 squares on your turn. Moving faster than that, you'll have to do a drive roll. But that just simulates how fast your vehicle is moving in relation to those that are on foot. All right, so
So
yeah,
was I able to stealth before initiative was drawn?
um,
Or will
probably
that
not.
be on my turn?
It'll be on your turn.
Okay.
But right now, everyone's in the car. Oh, I do need one more card.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do. Well, I mean, if you don't want Maria to go,
Oh, absolutely. Give her 2. 2 cards.
what? All right. Yep. Well, I may have accidentally stolen your Joker, but I know that you've got it. All right.
Wink. All right. We know how that goes.
Yeah, you do. All right. So, we're gonna say that the family is going to move here. I'm just gonna move the mill as one, and
So the vehicle has double the pace, at least than I do. I have a pace of 6, and the vehicle has a pace of 12. It sounds like,
Yep.
right?
Yep. Yeah, that's how they. Yep. Pace. Now, if anybody decides they want to run, so pretty much every time on your action, you can move your pace and take an action, and there's no penalty with that. If you want to go faster than that, you do your pace and then you roll. For most people, I think it's for everyone here, it's going to be a D6, but some classes and whatnot will have other ones where like you roll a different die. Basically representing the fact that as you try to run faster, you also have increased chance of like stumbling over things and maybe not going quite as fast as you expected to go.
Yeah.
So that's how that works. And then you can take multiple actions in a round, but that accrues a -2 penalty to all of your actions then for that round. And then there's other weapons that can fire multiple shots in one action. We'll get into that, but we're just going to test it out first. So yes, the family moves, and then let's see. Then that is Maria, and let's see what she's got. Where to go? I need my measurement too. Wow, she's got the range on it, barely, but that'll do. All right, she pulls out. She has been carrying. Like she gets out and like leans out around rolls down the window, leans out around as you're driving. So she'll take some penalties. -2 for shooting from a vehicle, but she has a rail gun. So it is a magnetic firing machine gun. And she's firing at long range as well. So
does the car literally go up on 2 wheels when she shoots it from the recoil?
It's not a boom gun, but it does make a bit of racket.
What?
What? Skill dice. All right.
Thank God she's shooting it in an enclosed space.
I didn't need an eardrum.
No, and she's multi-firing, so she gets a hit, which then we see if it'll. Ooh, all right. So she like leans out like full burst out of this thing, and lights up this coalition soldier that's back here, like way in the back. And let's see, she gets 25 for her damage. When you click on your target, it pops up with this cool little thing. So we do a wound calculator. So the damage is 25. Submit. Our piercing on this is not listed because that would be too simple. But I can do this. Armor piercing is 6 because armor piercing is a thing in this game. Because it reduces armor. There's armor and toughness. Both of them will stack together for purposes of damage reduction, but your armor piercing rating will help degrade armor in terms of that calculation. One of the cool things with this Roll20 module for Savage Rifts is that they have calculators built in on your so that you can just enter in these numbers and makes it a little easier.
Nice.
All right, so she inflicts 1 wound to a grunt, and because the grunt is an extra, there is a dead grunt. It just rips right through him, and that one is no more.
It's worth the ringing in the ears.
It is.
I said it's worth the ringing in the ears.
Oh my, I just looked at the time. We'll have to take a break soon. All right. We'll try to get in 1 round of combat and then maybe take a break. All right. So, And at any time that Kriptk wants to go, he may.
I'm thinking maybe I don't know if everybody wants to stay in the car. I was going to try to get us closer in the vehicle before we all get out and start doing our things. So
Yeah, no,
Okay.
that sounds good.
You want to do it now?
yeah, I'll go ahead and take it now.
All right, do it now. Do it now.
And what did you say about the skill check then? If I go more than its pace, it's going to be a drive roll or something?
Yeah, you have to do a driving roll. So you can move 12, and if you want to move more than 12, then you have to do a driving roll.
Okay, I'm going to try to get as close as I can, so I'll go ahead and do that. How much further is it like the running where it's a dice then to see?
I believe it's a D6.
Okay.
All right.
Looks like a success.
Yeah, and if you're spending your using your Joker to do it, so then that is going to give you +2 on those. So you get a raise, no, or you don't. You get success, no raises, but
Right.
you succeed. So you may roll another D6.
Okay, is that with +2 as well for the?
No, not for this one.
No,
right.
figures.
Oh.
Hey, you get an extra. You get an extra. Square.
Couple yards. Yep.
Yeah. And go ahead and basically move your move the big boss. 13 squares.
I think it's kind of to there, right?
Let's see.
Or maybe a bit further.
Actually, that's that'll be how many squares. So you actually can move it like 13 squares. So like
26 yards. Okay.
Yep.
Nice.
So up to that area.
Yep. Up there.
Cool. Awesome.
And
And
I'm
we-
just gonna move everyone's characters kind of up over there.
Yeah, we get the bennies now, right?
Yes, you get the bennies now. So everybody add another benny to your sheet.
Huzzah!
Also, John, may want to send the big token to the bottom
Oh yeah, I
So-
suppose.
so we can actually see.
No. No, I want you to have to deal with it in the most complicated way possible. And here, I'll put it on the GM layer. All right. So now,
On the GM layer, we can't see it. So
yeah, that's fine.
it's nice.
He don't care.
It's fine.
The car's gone.
I can see it. That's all that matters.
He wants us to know that he's in charge.
I'll tell you what the car is when you need to know.
This is on a need-to-know basis. Right now, you don't need
Right.
to know.
That's right. Okay. So that was you, and then that brings us around to Wilhelm.
I don't think that I need to take a look at this, but I don't think that the Wilkes does not have that range.
Now you could get out of the vehicle and try to get closer.
Well, that's what a dumb person would do. I'm getting out of the vehicle until I absolutely have to, or I'm close enough
Fair.
where I feel I can do something. I'm just asking for trouble wandering out there. I'm too pretty to die. Well, at least too smart to die. We'll go that far.
Sure.
So is there a mechanic for holding your action, or once it's done, it's done?
You kind of can. Yeah. I guess I can let you hold it until the end of the round.
I
Because
mean,
we're gonna have to reshuffle. So
I mean, I don't want to break the system. I honestly
No,
don't
that-
recall how if there is a mechanic for that, because right now I don't feel
Yeah.
like there's anything that I can do. I don't want to get out of the vehicle because I don't feel like I'm
Mhm.
in a position to be able to do anything. So
fair.
I will get my Wilkes ready, but
Okay.
that's a free action, isn't it? So I'll just make sure I have my gun ready to go, loaded and ready to do battle.
All right.
I'm done.
All right. You're done?
Yep.
All right. All right. You're done, and Let's see. Okay. All right. So a couple of things happen. Let's see.
Oh, you know what else I will do is I will dream up the things that I will build out of their mechanical carcasses.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes.
All right. Fair enough.
Reaction.
Free action.
Mhm.
Oh, and John, in case
Yes.
when it comes to my turn, you can just skip me because all Alice is going to be doing is
Hiding.
going to stealth.
All
So you
right.
can just skip right over.
All right. So the skeleton-looking robots, also known as Skelelots, just start marching forward, and they appear to be focused on. Interestingly enough, they don't have their weapons aimed at the group of fleeing aliens.
That seems weird.
And let's see here. And these guys.
So the coalition, okay, just to make sure I have this straight, the coalition people are in the back, the Skelelots are right on the heels of the beings. Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. And let's see, the coalition folk.
-1.
Yep, -1. Let's see. See if they can reach out and tap you. Oh yeah.
I'm sure we're moving much too quickly at 3 miles an hour. They have no chance.
No, you're up to flank speed. You're flanking. All right. One of them, one of the soldiers, aims a laser rifle at you. He is just going to take a single shot. And let's see. And now he is shooting at your vehicle. So, but he misses.
He sucks.
He does. He does indeed. The other guy. Let's see here.
A little bit shaken because the guy just died by Roadside.
Yeah. The other guy has a much heavier looking weapon, and it basically ejects a large blast of plasma at you. But again, still, nothing too bad. Let's see if they can hit. Oh dear.
Yes!
1-1.
Have a nice tall glass of suck it, coalition.
Yep,
jackass.
we're gonna roll some damage for that. And oof.
Yes.
He just blows himself up.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna find out.
Yeah, that glass of suck it was drunk deep. Woo.
All right. Yeah. He. Yep. He explodes and he's just on fire. It's just melting and burning and yeah, all bad. Yeah.
No, we're all laughing, but that same thing can happen to us. That's this game.
Oh,
So.
yes, it is.
I'm leaning
Granted,
my
these
head
are-
out of. Oh, go ahead.
Granted, these are extras, which means they don't have any wounds. They have one wound. So you injure them, they're done. You all have, well, at least one wound, or hopefully 3. So you can take a little bit of damage before you die. These guys, however, not so much.
I'm gonna lean my head out the window and say, "Read a book, jackass."
overloaded the coil chamber. That was a terrible mistake.
Rookie mistake.
Rookie mistake.
Please.
All right. Wilhelm, did you want to take your held action? And that was getting out of the vehicle, right?
Yeah, I was just gonna jump on the
Stick
roof
your head
and
out the
then
window.
jump
Yeah.
in the air and flap my
Now,
arms
you have
really
range
hard.
increments on that, so
Yeah. So 15, 30, 60. But that's
Yeah.
is that feet or yards?
yards. So
Oops. Yeah. Let's see. Measuring stick. Okay.
they're just inside of your long range. For the Skelebots back there.
Yeah. I'm worried about possibly hitting the beings that are running away.
That's fair.
I'm not confident enough in.
All right.
Yeah. I can
Alright.
fix it. I can fix a gun. I can shoot a gun, but not as well as I could fix it. So
Okay.
I want to actually help these people and not accidentally shoot them in the face. So I think
Sure,
I'm gonna
sure.
wait.
All right. All right. So, do we want to take a quick break here in the action for this? It is our usual kind of break time, I believe.
Well, that's
Sure.
been the one round, and as I said, you can skip over me because I'm just going to be stealthing. So
I mean,
Yep.
we
So
can
you
keep
can-
going, or we can take a little break.
that
Uh,
was one round, and that's what you said. One round of combat, and then go for a break.
Yep, that's what I'd said.
Yep.
You good with that? All right.
Works.
Hidden person who helps us.
Produce.
Yes. I think we'll take our break. All right, we'll be back in about 7 minutes or so. Hope everyone's enjoying. All right.
Aye.
All right, let's do this. I went ahead and dealt up some initiatives here, and looking at it, looks like our old pal Wilhelm will be going first with a king.
Holy crap!
Yeah.
That's
Wait, actually, yeah, I did that wrong. That's all right.
well. No,
We'll fix it next time.
I'm a king of clubs, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Clubs is last,
Only if
isn't
it
it?
ties. Only if it ties. So if somebody
Oh,
else had a
okay.
king, then it's reverse order. And actually, I think we do start on ace now that I'm thinking about it. I'm like, oh right. So that's all right. We'll do it better next time.
All right. Again, I don't want to shoot these beings in the face, so
All right. You'll wait to go a little later.
yeah.
All right. So then, excuse me. That will take us to Kriptk.
Okay. I will make another attempt to drive us as close as I can get.
All right.
So let's see. I would like to use a Benny to re-roll that.
Sure thing.
Okay. And you re-roll both dice, I think, right?
Yeah.
Well.
Nope.
Alrighty then.
Well, you're able to get well actually so that means that you're going to move your 12 in the way that you wish, and then
So pretty much just a direct line.
and then we do let's see, just put that in my bar.
Kind of up this area, I think, right? 24 yards.
Yep. Well, yeah, 24 yards. And now what we're going to do is going to hit the old vehicle out of control table. The result
Oh no.
is distracted. Ground vehicles spin out or skid. So everyone on board is distracted until the end of their next turn. So what that means, that is a specific thing. So we're going to go Where is it? Distracted. All right. So if you're distracted, you will everyone's going to subtract 2 from all of your trait rolls until the end of your next turn. So everything you do is going to be at -2 for this turn.
Is it just this round, or is it next round too?
It would be. It'll be like this round, and then it'll end when you start your turn next round. So.
Okay.
Quick question.
Yes.
Is it like shaken? Can we spend a Benny to ditch that effect, or are we stuck with it?
I would allow you to spend a Benny to ditch the effect.
Okay.
I'm good with that.
Okay.
Yeah, I would definitely do that too. Do we wait for our initiative to do that, or?
No, you can do it right now because there might be situations where you need to roll something before then. So you can do it right now if you'd like.
Okay, I definitely will.
Yep, I'm spending a Benny as well.
Okay. All right, so that was that. And then that brings us around to Ellis doing anything?
Can I do something a little bit different? See if I can get a little bit more performance out of this vehicle by maybe trying to hack it?
It's not really electronic like that. So yeah.
So would it be more repair or hack?
It would be more
Or
repair.
electronics?
Yeah.
Well,
Yep.
I can do a repair.
Yep.
See if I can get a little bit more out of it.
Yep. But I'm going to say that you're going to be at -2. Yeah.
Well,
So
that's
I
zero
mean,
then.
you can but you still got your wild die. So I mean, you got a
The wild
success. What were you trying to get it to do?
Just like get an extra yard or 2 of speed.
Give it a little +1. Okay.
Yeah.
That'll apply for next round if they drive it.
Yep.
Okay.
Hey,
All
John,
right.
should we be up? Where I'm pinging now for that movement?
Oh yeah. Thank you. I will move that. Can you ping it again?
Can you see it?
Yep. No, I just gotta. There we go.
Move everybody.
Right about there.
Okay.
All right. I'll move everyone up.
And maybe as Alice is trying to get a little bit extra, he'll be looking at Wilhelm, see if he can do this similar thing.
Okay. Alrighty. So that was Ellis. Wilhelm, did you want to take your action? You're closer.
Yeah, I want to see if we can. Yeah, I'm gonna take a shot.
All right. Here, I'll move you up a little bit too because you're a little behind there. There we go.
And there we go. I had the. So I want to try. I want to try to hit that one.
Okay.
Can you see it through the dynamic lighting? That's the thing.
Yeah.
Because if you can't see it through the dynamic lighting, you can't see it.
No, I can see just the edge. I can see more of the one in back of it, but I can still see the edge of this one.
Okay. That's good enough.
Is that good enough?
Yeah, that's good enough.
Okay.
Mostly because dynamic lighting gets a little funky at times. So.
Okay. Yeah. So I am going to roll my shooting.
Roll your shooting. And what's the range on it? What
Oh.
range category?
Sorry. We are at which would be 2. Nope, that's. Oh wait, hang on. No, that would be range 3 because it's 30 is the center one. So
Okay.
I'd be at range 60.
Okay. Now, you could do an if you. Okay. Now, you could take the aim action, which you'd spend your entire turn.
Oh yes,
this
absolutely.
turn,
Yep.
But then you won't fire until next turn.
Yep. Nope. I'm gonna do that.
Okay, because that'll negate up to 4 points of penalty.
Yep.
Okay.
Nope. I will take every bit of it I can.
Fair enough. Alrighty. So now
You're aiming as the as the vehicle is sliding out.
Yeah.
Just
It's excellent
leaning out.
driving.
Yeah. You're being stylish about it. That's all.
I think your driving's improved.
All right. That's how that works, right?
Mhm.
All right. We'll have Maria go, and she will. Yep. She's just gonna continue to fire with the railgun. Well, actually, what's range? Let me see range. Where's she at? Oh, they're just outside of the range.
Now, ranges are expressed in inches or yards? I think it's inches, right?
Yards. They're expressed in yards, I believe. Think. We'll use it as yards for right now. I'll look it up before next time. I thought it was yards. Anyway. Yeah, she'll continue to fire with the railgun. Oh, that is in short range for her. So, and she will fire at Skellybots. All right, so, yeah, she'll actually hit 2 of them. She's spreading her shots out. All right. However, and so we'll see this one. All right. So that the first shot does no damage, and the second shot does no damage. They hit, but no damage inflicted. All right. Now the actually, the one guy with a laser rifle, he's gonna shoot at. Oh, he's gonna shoot at Kriptk because right there in that driver's seat, 40 yards away.
The one guy who didn't blow himself up yet.
Yeah, the one guy who didn't blow himself up yet. Yeah, that guy. Let's see here. And he'll take careful aim at you. Ooh. So he's definitely going to hit you with a raise.
Oof.
Now we roll some damage. Oh dear.
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
I think Ellis is going to earn his keep.
Kriptk.
Well, I think Alice is probably right
vaporized.
next to Kriptk, just like kind of the dash.
So, yeah. So damage. Let's see. What's the AP on that? All right, so the result is 1 wound. Let's see. Is your armor mega damage armor, or is it just regular armor?
Let me look at it. I think it is. It's Leyline Walker light armor. I'd have to look in the book real quick. I thought it was mega, but I could be wrong.
Yeah. Mostly because the way they work with mega damage in this is it's like kind of like heavy armor in standard Savage Worlds. Unless you have a heavy weapon, you can't damage something with heavy armor. But because it's rifts and it's kind of terrifying, if the human body that is not protected by mega damage armor gets hit and injured by mega damage weapons, the gritty rules kick into effect, and we roll to see what type of injury you suffer. In addition to just taking a wound.
It's techno wizardry. It's +5 armor. I don't know where would it say mega damage.
It would say it if it was. Is it actually like TW armor?
It is, yeah.
All right, let me take a quick peek.
Page 90 in the player's guide.
Okay.
It's toward the bottom of that page.
Yep. Are you doing the combat mage heavy or the ley line? Yep, I see.
Yep.
Quick scroll up. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, normally it says if it's
Okay, I see it
damage.
under power armor. It says MDC, so I don't think it
Yeah.
is. It's regular. Yeah.
No, it's just regular. So let's see what we get. Oh God! He shoots you with a laser and like takes off your right arm.
Holy. Okay. Uh,
Ow,
Alice would be
And you
smiling.
take
if
one
he could.
wound.
that's
What's
mean.
that? I'm sorry. Ellis gets excited.
Yeah, Ellis, this is the best day ever.
he hasn't really had much to do this journey so far. So yeah, absolutely. Well, not to understate your repair of the vehicle while we were driving, which was fine, but this is more in your wheelhouse.
It is, literally.
It is. It really is. All right, and then Skellybots. Let's see. You fired on a couple of them were fired on, so they will return fire. The others will continue pursuit.
So I'm shaken, one wound, and have the injury
Lost.
too, right?
Yeah, you lost an
hang on.
arm. Fuck.
All right. Yes. Give me just a moment to double check this. All right.
After this is done, if we survive, how would you feel about having a Skelebot arm? I think between Ellis and I, we could make this happen.
Yes.
Muck up his magic.
You are correct with that, Kriptk. For
A ley line's combat cyborg. Yes.
except that cybernetics interfere with his magic.
Yeah.
Not inhibit it necessarily, but interfere.
Yeah, still take.
Yeah. So yeah, you're correct. Your calculation on how many wounds you had taken and whatnot is correct.
Okay.
All right. You're still alive.
For now.
For now, yeah. Fair. All right. Skellybots. And
God,
these two are shooting.
Is there a way that any of us could spend a Benny and save his arm? Because, goddamn, that's rough.
No.
Shh. Okay.
All right. And here we go. There we go. All right. The Skellybots, being not very intelligent, are just going to shoot at the vehicle. Right. Oh no, they go full Terminator. Oh dear, that's a number of hits.
Holy crap. All right.
Here we go.
All right.
This is
So
how it starts.
We both earn our keep. You got to work. You got to work on Kriptk. I got to work on the vehicle.
The good news is that let me just pull up the stats real quick for the vehicle. Oh wait, it is right in here, isn't it? Yeah. And okay, so I'm just doing a little. All right. Let's see what do we get for the damage on that. That was 19. Actually, the Skelebot like lights up the big boss, but does no actual damage. The it's the big boss has pretty good armor, so that's good. The other one is going to also just try to light up your vehicle because they're Skelebots and not very smart. And let's see. Yep, let's see. And again, no damage. No damage. I forgot to turn on my music. We're in a fight. All right, but that actually is the end of the round. So let me just call these back.
Redraw the cards.
Recall. Oh, the menu on that is so so touchy. And let's redeal. There we go. Well, I'll have the initiative tracker figured out next time. All right. So, looks like our highest is it's going to be Dr. Ellis at a 9.
Yeah.
Fix me.
Can I just say in advance, if I do get any raises, could I try and reattach the arm?
Okay. Yeah, it's a clean cut.
Yeah.
Oh, so it didn't get vaporized, it got severed. Okay.
Yeah. It's a laser. We'll see.
Okay.
It got severed.
Okay, so I'm assuming roll a healing.
I will also. Yeah, I'm just looking at the chat.
Can I assist by being very, very still?
Sure. You don't have to roll for that, and it doesn't really give a bonus. But yes.
Oh,
no.
come on.
Do you?
Then I spend a penny.
It's a crit, not on a crit fumble. You
Oh,
get pennies on the crit fumble.
He cuts off my other arm.
I gotta see if there's a.
I don't like him today.
Oh my god! It all went
I'm not
so
used to
wrong.
doing it in the car.
Oh.
Oh my goodness! All right, you know,
Well,
give me just a second. I wasn't.
To be fair, he was driving with 2 arms, and one just kind of went.
Oh
So
man!
we're probably doing a little bit of Toonces the driving cat action right now.
Oh, Toonces. Where are you, Skills? Come here, Skills.
See, kids, there was a time when SNL was funny, and they had this skit.
All right. Oh, that's hacking.
Is there a list for what
Alright,
happens on a crit fail before?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking
Yep.
for. Page 96. All right, here we go.
Increases the victim's wound level by 1, it looks like. So I have 2 wounds.
Ooh.
Right?
Yep. That would be correct. Critical failure increases the victim's wound level by 1. So yeah, now you have 2 wounds. But you don't take another injury, so that's good.
Ouch.
You had one job.
I'm just trying to think. Is there another thing that I can do?
No, I mean that's probably your turn. Was just trying to like.
I've got a
catch 'em
free
up.
action that I can probably do.
Okay,
That
what's
may
your
help.
free action?
I'll just post it in chat and you tell me.
Okay.
Somebody keep
Oh.
Dr. Evil the murder bot away from me.
Do you want to use do you want to use that?
Yeah, if possible, use it to maybe shoot adrenaline.
Oh, okay. You
Or-
want to use it as more of a stimulant. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, sure. Oh boy, I don't know if they've got anything for that. Let me look. Oh my god, Cat, you're so weird. All right. Um.
'Cause I'm assuming you probably would have adrenaline or
Yeah.
morphine or something similar to that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there's a cybernetics chart. We'll get to that soon. I'm just looking to see if there's anything like that listed. Oh my god, so many charts.
Says I can deploy it as the free action into a grappled opponent, but I'm not sure if a seatbelt would classify as grappled.
You're kind of grappling him right now.
But would a seatbelt be a grapple?
Yeah, that's enough.
He's got a seatbelt on, that's his grapple.
Get a seatbelt done, yeah. You can give him a shot of adrenaline, but what that's really only going to give him is just a +2 to recover from shaken or stunned. But you can do it if you want.
Or is there a painkiller option as well? That may...
Not necessarily. There's nothing that's really necessarily like... Yeah. There's nothing... I'll tell you what. A painkiller will reduce... It won't reduce the wound level by 1, but it'll reduce the penalty, because I think there's a penalty for wound levels. So...
Yeah. Well, we'll go with that.
Okay, we'll go with that.
Yeah,
all right.
Go.
Okay, so that was Dr. Ellis. Kriptk, it's your action.
All right. Are we still moving, or do we manage to stop the car? I think we're still rolling at this point, right?
You're probably stopped. I mean, you can be stopped if you'd like.
Okay, if we weren't, I would skid to a stop at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I think I can still do magic with my remaining arm. Okay. So, we're going to go ahead and do an area effect blast against the skeletal bot, whatever those things are.
All right.
So let me look here. I think I would like to do... Can we see... Do we have a medium blast template handy someplace?
They didn't give me one that I've found yet, but...
there is a blast ruler if you want to use that.
Oh, there is?
Yeah, if you've got the TT.
No, I might not have that thing. I'll have to look for that. I did not know that was a thing. Cool.
Yeah, well, what is it? Because I can do it if you want.
Well, they don't have like it's a very like specific sized template. We'll say, I'll say that one is probably like a 20, so figure it's like a 4-yard. Let me just...
4-yard cube?
Yeah, effectively. Yeah.
Okay. If we can... I think it's probably enough to cover those 5 guys.
Yes, I would agree.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and use... So this is what I'll do then. So it's a +1 PowerPoint for the... well, I'm sorry. The Media Blast Temple is what normally comes with. I'm going to use a Mega Power modifier for Greater Blast, which does 46 mega damage.
Nice.
Or 5d6 on a raise. So that's what I will do.
All right.
Let me roll this.
They have to do a agility roll to try to avoid.
Okay, so a ball of plasma goes flying out of my good hand and explodes in their midst. And
that's a success.
It activates without a raise, so that would be 46 mega damage, and I'll roll that manually.
Okay.
So 11 mega damage, it looks like.
11 mega damage? Alright. So 1, 2, 3. Alright, and last one. Okay. And let me just double check I'm doing this right. Been a hot minute. All right.
I don't see the agility check. It looks like it's a
Yeah. Oh yeah, it might not be. Yep. So it just affects all of them. So all of them are gonna take 11. So the easiest way to do that is just I'm gonna click one and calculator. We'll just pick one. And it was 11 damage. You said.
Yep.
All right. Any armor piercing on it?
Does not look like it now.
Okay. All right. Unfortunately, your blast goes off and they're engulfed in plasma fire, but they're much like the Terminator. They just keep a coming.
Okay.
Right.
Bummer.
Sons of bitches.
Okay. So then that takes us to Wilhelm.
All right. Well, I figure at this point we probably lost a windshield. So I'm.
Actually, no. Your vehicle's still intact. It hasn't even taken any damage.
Wow. Okay.
Do the drive-by. Shoot out the window.
Yeah, I am going to be. I'm going to be shooting. Oh, jeez. There we go. I'm going to be. Well, you know what? I'm going to shoot at this one because I want to avoid the beings here.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to. Because I was taking my aim. So I'm going to shoot at that one.
Alrighty.
And here we go.
That's a hit.
Nice. And there we go.
Ooh, good damage. So, you shoot that one. And 17. I'm gonna ask, do you want to, first, what's the AP on your weapon?
The AP on the weapon
Says
is
AP2.
1. Oh, no, it's AP2. Sorry. Rate
AP2?
of fire is
Okay,
1.
that's
Yep.
good. That's good. You got one success. That is enough. That one is, you blast it, shoot it in the head, and it drops.
Excellent.
All right. And then... All right. So, the family here is gonna... Oh, I swapped those initiatives. That's okay. All right. The grunt with the laser rifle will continue to fire. He's gonna shoot at Maria. That's what he'll do.
Oh, that's going to be the last mistake he makes.
Right? Hopefully.
Or just the next mistake.
He got a hit. Yeah, got 11. Let's see. All right. Yeah, he shoots. He hits Maria, does no damage, and now she just looks pissed. She looks very unhappy.
Like I said.
Yep. All right. And,
You gonna let him get away with that?
yeah, you guys are like, hey, you should go get him.
You go.
Just lean out the window. Oh, dude, that's the last mistake you'll ever make. Feel sorry for you.
You're bleeding.
Wilhelm's kind of like the bard now.
All right. So the fleeing folk are running behind your vehicle. All right. So that is now then. That's gonna move us up to Skadymens. Been playing too much Tiny Tina's. All right.
Yeah,
Let's see. These 4. Just unrelentingly pursuing. These 2 will continue to fire, hopefully ineffectually, at your vehicle. All right. So, they will hit. Ooh.
Holy crap.
However, I believe your vehicle is like a 28. So,
Nice.
yeah, nothing.
I'm gonna have to
Even with the armor piercing.
I'm gonna have to scrub some of that carbon scoring off the vehicle later.
Yeah, you got nice nice scars on it. All right. So,
Almost
so
like the
that's
APC was designed to get shot.
It is designed for wilderness excursions, and it was designed in this time period. So, yes. It is now Maria's turn to return the favor.
Toho.
Yeah, she's just gonna shoot that guy over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get a long distance glass of suck it.
Have a
Maria's
railgun
the
round.
one that's only been taking out the coalition troops.
Yeah, it's funny that it's the Skelebots that are the problem for us right now. It's the coalition dickheads.
Oh dear. Well, she did get one hit. So
Yeah. There it
ooh,
is.
that is some crap damage though.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I'm not even gonna bother calculating that. That's definitely not getting through the armor.
Nope.
All right. Actually, no, I wouldn't. Yeah, no. All right. Okay. So, that is it for.
I was gonna say, new cards!
It is. All right. Gonna recall. I know I'm supposed to wait until a Joker's played, but I'm just doing it this way. It's just as good. All right. Deal 1 card to the 3 of you.
I keep getting 9s.
Oh, hey! Look at me!
Hey! Awesome.
Oh, you guys are gonna need that.
Good to know. Good to know.
All right, we will start using the initiative correctly now. Aces, kings, queens. That's how it goes. So we do have an ace, and that is Kriptk. But we also have a Joker in play.
And I keep getting 9s for some reason.
Yeah. So, Kriptk, you want to go, or is Wilhelm gonna interrupt you?
Is there a way I can use my Joker to bolster his... Because I just saw him, like, shoot plasma in a group. Is there a way I can use my Joker to bolster his attack?
Not really, no.
Okay. Alright. Then No, I will not interrupt Wilhelm.
Okay.
I will not. Sorry, Kriptk.
All right, Kriptk, you're up.
Okay, I will. I'm going to try a bolt because it's a little bit cheaper and does similar damage. I think maybe this didn't roll very well last time, so we'll give it a shot. This will be, I guess, mega power modifier for greater bolt, so we'll get that 46 or 5d6 with a raise again, and it's.
All right.
Let me roll that.
All right, that will that'll give you a raise. Oh no, it won't. Not quite. All right,
Yep.
so
So let me roll the damage, and this is I'm targeting the nearest. That guy.
Yep. Hey, that's some good damage.
Oh, suck
Yeah.
on that.
Now the bonus damage only comes into play if you get a raise. Is that right, or when do you get the bonus damage?
Nope, the bonus damage that all gets added together because they're rolling the wild die, which also gets rolled on the damage.
Okay.
So yeah, that gets so actually that's 23. So
All right. Nice.
Nice.
that should take out one of them. There's no armor piercing on that one though, correct?
There's not. No.
Okay. Still plenty. You just want this one? Gone?
Yep. That's him.
All right, cool. All right, so ace. All right, kings. Let's see. Yep. That's the peoples. Yeah, let me roll a d6. All right. So that's what they did. So we got king. Ellis.
Okay. So I can't quite decide what I want to do, so I'm going to just flip a coin or roll a d2.
Sure.
If I roll a 1, Alice is going to go outside and try and hack the combat droids.
Okay.
If I roll a 2, I'm going to try and help Kriptk again.
Okay.
Come on now.
Okay, he's going outside.
All
Those are
right.
the air quotes.
Alice is going to go out, float outside, and go up to the closest Scullybot and try and hack.
All right. So, let's see here.
Technically, he's still stealth.
Yeah. Yeah. You're still gonna need to give me like a grapple roll of some kind, so like a fighting roll.
I don't think he has fighting.
Yep. So you roll a d4 minus 2. You roll it unskilled.
Ooh. Yeah, unskilled.
Okay.
Okay, so 3.
Yep. You're like, come here, you. I wish to interface.
Not in front of the children.
They're running away. It's okay.
Okay. Well, in that case, it's fine. You do whatever. You do you.
Kriptk is yelling words of encouragement. It's okay, Alice. You've got this. In case that helps at all.
All right. All right. The grunt is going to.
Oh no! Now I'm interrupting.
Okay.
All right. I am going to fire.
Everybody gets a Benny, by the way.
Yes, everybody gets a Benny.
Yeah, definitely feel free to spend the Bennies, because
Yep.
getting loads of them.
All right. I am going to.
Shoot Ellis, I see that. Okay.
That wasn't me.
That was me measuring, just making sure I've got the right face.
Ay, ay, ay. Well, I can. Oh, hell. I can move as a free action, so.
Just so you all know, Matt is begging for mercy for you in the chat. So
Mercy for our souls, or
for you, yeah.
That,
me
that was
personally?
after That was after Kriptk lost his arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little mercy wouldn't hurt at this point. Is the vehicle still moving? I guess that's my
No,
my
the
main
vehicle
point.
is not still moving. The vehicle
Okay,
has stopped.
we have stopped. Excellent.
Yes.
So I am going to, let's see, my pace is 6. So what I would like to do is not use that. 2, 4, shit. 2, 4.
So with a
Basically,
pace of
you can
6,
move- you
that's
can move 6
3
squares.
squares, isn't it?
Oh, I can move 6 squares. Okay,
Yeah,
1,
yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'm going to move there, and I'm going to take a shot at this one.
Okay.
Oh, before I exit the vehicle, I'm going to say to Kriptk and Elvin, I bet you didn't think today was going to turn out like this.
Does
And
Kriptk speak Elven?
He speaks
Kriptk.
many languages.
Kriptk, do you speak Elven?
He's too busy just wincing through the pain, going, this smarts a bit.
Fair enough.
Well,
All right.
I mean, he does have a painkiller
Yeah.
in him, so it's just more looking at the lack of arm.
Yeah,
He's
you're not bleeding. You're not
Yeah.
bleeding out because, cauterized.
he's giggling while he's yeah. Son of a bitch, this hurts. Yeah, so I'm going to take a shot at
All right.
that one. So I am going to shoot.
Is that short range?
Yes, that would be short range.
Okay, so that is actually gonna, I believe short range gives a +2. And then you have the +2 because you're using a joker for your initiative, so that'll take it up to a 10. So that will give you a raise on your damage.
Oh, hell yeah.
So roll.
I'm rolling a d6, correct?
What is it on your weapon?
Oh, damage. Derp. Sorry. Brain fart.
All right. So you got 23 there. And as we know from before, that is enough to take one out.
Can I, with my raise, have him like fall forward and trip up?
Nope, that's the raise is what gives you the extra damage.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Well, it's not what gives you the extra damage, but like you'd actually roll another d6 and add it into the damage.
Okay. Okay. And
But what you've got there is enough to take it out.
yeah,
So.
I was gonna say that's just beating a dead horse at that point. I'm gonna scorch the grass around him too, just out of spite.
Right.
Take that.
Alrighty. So now it is the trooper's turn. The grunt, and he will fire at your vehicle. He's gonna try to light you up. Gets one really good hit, but the rest just miss wildly. But his damage is never mind. Just shots glancing off. All right, you're getting a very nice modeled pattern to your. It's a new paint job, really, for your big boss.
Just making camouflage, so if we actually do find vegetation in other parts.
Yeah.
That's character.
All right. All right, Skellybots. These two will continue to try to light up your vehicle. That's a couple of hits. Oh!
Ow.
That's gonna leave a mark.
Yeah.
So your vehicle will take one wound, one hit.
Ouch.
It's got light 4, so it's okay, but it's taking some damage.
Yeah, okay.
Well, at least you've got the repair manual with us. So.
I was gonna say, guess who's being used for repair parts first? And that guy.
I'm just treating them as like a group firing, so they're getting some bonuses here and there. The other Oh,
Hi, right.
ooh, we're getting raided by quests and cliffhangers with a party of 10. Oh boy. All right, everyone look like you know what you're doing. All right. Welcome to the Raiders. We're currently playing a little Savage Rifts, and first time for most of us. And yeah, we're having a good time. Only one person's lost an arm so far, and they're shooting up some skelly bots. So. Skelly bots just traveling around. They should make them sing. I wish they'd make them sing. All right, so they go. We're chasing after some poor innocent DB folk, and let's see where else we go. Let's see here, and then that brings us around to Maria, and she did not like getting shot at by by that guy who scuffed her armor.
Yeah, I bet.
All right, so here she goes. She's gonna line up the shot with the railgun. Reach out, tap him. Yeah, that's gonna hit. And let's roll some damage. That is terrible damage, but maybe enough.
Yeah, the night is young. Somebody could still lose an arm.
Yeah,
We'll
another
get-
arm. Yeah.
We'll get you
Another.
your two.
Another arm.
We'll get you your two.
That is some damage, and she just lines up the shot and just fires a railgun round right through, just obliterates this coalition grunt's head. So he is no more. And then it is time for some more initiative. And there's a Joker played this round, so I'm doing it right this time. And all right, here we go. All right, Ellis. No longer on a 9. Ellis, you're first.
Yay.
What are you gonna do, Dr. Bot?
Dr. Bot. I think Dr. Bot's gonna. Thing is, he failed his hack last time. He's going to go for broke and just head back into the ship and try and heal Kriptk again.
I don't know if you can heal again. Let me check.
Yeah.
I think you only get one chance, kind of thing.
Yeah.
We'll take a look.
Well, I mean, it's been a turn between the two the healings. So.
It requires 10 minutes to try to do that, actually.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you can't do healing in combat.
No healing in combat. There is stuff you can get, but even that takes time. So.
Well, I mean, I was able to at least do the drug dispenser in combat. I think.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
You can basically, he's not bleeding out, so.
Yeah.
That would be the one thing that you could do in combat, would be to stabilize him if he was bleeding out, but he's not. So.
Because you
Up to you, what you want to do? You want to drive the car? You can drive the car. Little tiny robot, drive car. Okay. Kriptk will, feather the gas for you.
Yeah, while his head is rolling around and he's giggling.
I still have legs. I can do the gas pedal.
You should slam it into reverse
Yeah.
and run over the two remaining bots.
Yeah.
You could. It'd be a drive roll, but you could absolutely try that.
Please tell me
Well,
that this is an
the fun
automatic
thing
and not
is,
standard.
Alice is small/tiny creature, so
Yeah.
he won't be able to reach the pedals and steering wheel at the same time.
he doesn't.
so-
He doesn't need to. Oh yeah, that's right. Kriptk. No, Kriptk's there.
Yeah.
He can operate the pedals. You just need to put it in reverse.
Yeah. So
That's gonna end
Yeah.
poorly.
I want to see it.
I'm sure you do. I have no doubt.
Tease me. No.
So yeah, I think Alice is probably going to do that. Get back in the car and shove the car into reverse, and then fly down and stomp on the accelerator.
Okay.
So just
All right, give me a drive roll. And if you're
I
untrained,
don't have a drive.
Yep, it's
skill,
a
so I'm
D4.
just gonna go
It's
on skill.
unskilled.
What could possibly go
Look
wrong?
at that! You got an 11. So you get a raise to battering ram your vehicle into.
Well, there's a tree right behind us, so
Yeah.
those two bots are going into that tree.
Let me just move this up to here, and then so you can see this in all its glory.
Hope you enjoy nature, jackass. You're gonna see it up close and personal.
All right, rules on ramming. Ramming. Oh, that's in like car chases. Can't believe. Oh boy. So many things I didn't think we were gonna do, but we totally did. I'm loving it. Let's see.
I mean, Alice is a doctor, but that doesn't extend to robot lives. So
That's right. All right. So scale is... Alright, so that's going to be 3d6 damage. And you got so actually 46. And then... Yep, and... Yeah, we'll say... we'll give that 5d6 altogether. So roll 5d6.
Okay. Oh, 5.
All right,
13.
let's see how it does. Because I'll give that. I'll give ramming with a vehicle a bit of AP.
Nice.
All right, you crush both of them.
Woohoo!
2, 3. And you manage to stop before plowing into the tree. So,
Bonus.
yep. All right, well done. Well done. All right, let's see. That is then remaining skelly bots, which are just the two up here. Matter of fact, I think that's all that's left are those two. They're gonna.
Didn't realize there was two still up there because they're behind the dynamic lighting.
That's okay. They come marching forward. They are. Let's see. Okay, you guys are all like. Ellis is in here. Kriptk's in here. Maria's in here. But Wilhelm isn't.
No, Wilhelm's out in the open.
But they've been shooting at the vehicle the entire time, so they'll continue shooting at the vehicle. Because they're skelebots and they're dumb.
The
Wow.
Wilhelm's just out there doing star jumps, trying to get their attention.
Hey, I'm over here. Don't shoot it. What's wrong with you?
Oh my.
Wow.
Yep.
Holy crap! No,
But-
shoot at the vehicle.
Well, this is the damage, and yeah, they don't get the bonus damage. They just get that. So that one does no damage. The next one,
Oh, thank God.
wow. Yep. Yep. Oh, yep. No damage. Just pew
Yep.
pew 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 pew.
Nope, keep shooting at. Nope, you keep doing that. Yep.
You keep doing that, yeah. All right. Let's see here.
I like my arms where they are.
That doesn't stop you dancing, though.
All right, Kriptk, you're up.
Okay, so Kriptk is going to cast a healing spell on himself in case Ellis tries to heal him again.
Preemptive action.
I'm just kidding. All right, so let me cast that.
Yeah, usually you pay extra for that, but
It's true. It is
not on
true.
this stream.
With the raise. Look at
With
that.
the raise,
Is that
that's
super
two-
cool?
That's 2 wounds.
Yeah.
So it brings me back, gets rid of both of them.
Yep. You're all healed up. You're still missing an arm, but you're healed up.
Do I have to make a roll to recover from shaken too, or I guess
No, you're good.
Okay.
I'll let it. Yeah, that's
Could
fine.
could I say that the drug dispenser negated
Yeah.
that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll say that. That'll work.
That's me.
All right. So, and then that brings us to. Oh, that one's gone. That brings us to. Maria. And she's gonna try to light up the remaining Skelebots. Let's see. She is. What's the range on that? Yeah, it's a little outside. Yeah, it's in medium range. She's actually gonna start firing with her heavy ion blaster, just because she's burned through a lot of ammunition on the railgun. All right, that'll hit. All right. Yeah. And that's gonna be, that'll take out one of them. There we go. All right, and then that brings us to.
Roll 20 likes to roll ones, doesn't it?
It does.
Yes, it does.
And then Wilhelm, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna light up this jack wagon right here.
Jackwagon.
There we go.
That's a hit with a
Nice.
raise.
I'll
Very nice.
take it. All right. Suck on that.
That's 11. That's not
I'm
gonna be enough to bring it down.
I'm
you want to? You can.
spending a Benny.
All right, that's what I like to hear. Reroll that damage. It's still not enough.
Crap. I want to spend another. No, I can't.
It's
All
spending many until you get hit.
He's
do
making
we-
it rain bennies. Woo!
Do we desperately care who gets the kill?
Not really. As long as it
Okay.
gets done.
All right, I believe that we can get it done. Or do you want to see if somebody gets more injured?
Bit of both.
Yeah.
Kriptk doesn't.
In that case, now I gotta.
Kriptk is probably napping right now.
He would rather not have the answer to that particular question.
All right, so let's see. All that's left is just give me 2. Yep. All right. So here we go.
Once more into the breach.
Yep. All right. So the Skelebot that is remaining will try to shoot your vehicle yet again. Pew pew pew. I should add sound effects for this the next time. All right.
No, I like what you got going on there. It's cost effective and
Yep. Nope. Yep. All right. So no damage. Alrighty. So that's it for that one. So then it is Wilhelm's turn again.
all right. That frickin' guy.
Get it. I get it.
And son of a.
That's a hit. All you need is a 4.
Oh yeah, I suppose.
Yeah.
Mm.
You want to re-roll your damage? Spend a
Hell
penny?
yeah! I'm spending
All right.
another Benny. God damn it!
That's enough.
Is it?
Yep. You shoot it, and at first you're like, oh, it didn't, and then it like starts to spark, and it just kind of and topples backwards.
So one of those anime things, you just shoot it, a few seconds later, it's just.
Yep.
Gotta
Congratulations.
get into the right pose.
You've survived your
You turn
first
away, it's
battle
Oh,
in
Woohoo!
Savage Rift. Yeah, it only cost you an arm, so.
well, at least it wasn't
And a little
arm and a leg.
damage to your vehicle,
Right.
you know.
I will immediately start gathering bits out on the battlefield here.
Sure. The DBs are just kind of like hanging out on like the other side of the trees here. They're huddled and they're kind of like looking at you, very concerned. Maria starts reloading the railgun. What do you guys want to do?
One of two things. Try and heal Kriptk again, and go and see how the family's doing.
Okay.
So is there any possibility, because at this point all I have is the arm problem, right? Is there any way of correcting that at this stage?
No. That requires facilities of some kind.
Do we know if the castle has... Oh, fuck.
Yeah, they would, but you're 3 days away.
Okay,
Good on us.
my first priority is to try to come up with some kind of system to refrigerate his arm without damaging it, so it can be reattached.
Okay. Give me a let's see here. What would be a good skill for
Well,
that?
I mean, if maybe I could just roll a healing just as a skill check to
preserve it.
to tell Wilhelm what is needed.
Oh, sure. Yeah, basically you
Yeah.
want to do like an assist? Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Like
So basically, I roll a
temperature
healing
should
to
be
tell
at,
Wilhelm what
yeah.
he needs, so he can
Okay.
figure out what he
I
can
like
make.
that. I like that a lot. Matter of fact, have a Betty for that idea. That's a
Woohoo!
good idea.
Nice.
Yeah, that'll give you a +2 on your roll. And let me just check which one. I think it should be. Just trying to decide between like electronics or if it'd be like maybe repair. I'll go with electronics.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you
Alright.
could choose either repair or electronics, whichever one's higher.
I'm
Because
saying
you could go
use
either way.
electronics so that it's the more appropriate one
Yeah.
as the GM. All right, and then you get another +2 from Ellis, so that's a 12. That's a success with 2 raises.
Okay.
Awesome.
Nice.
So
Alright,
yeah, you're able
so
to cobble some
Essentially,
stuff together. Yeah.
I want to just create a device that doesn't take up too much room in the vehicle, hopefully doesn't use too much power, but just large enough to put his arm in and have it at a temperature through Dr. Ellis's information that doesn't like freeze or damage cells, but is enough to, longish term storage to safely
Okay.
keep the arm.
Well, I mean,
So-
that's what I was thinking. Alice would probably know how to
Mhm.
properly transfer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
all
what-
that fun stuff.
What you basically come up with is you cobble together like you take like bits that would have been like part of a cooling fan from one of the Skelebots and one of their power cells, and then you kind of like kit bash like a insulated container that's large enough to fit the arm in. So that should last for a bit.
Okay.
And
Okay.
Alice will probably just dress the wound as best he can, so... it's not gonna get
Amazingly,
infected
it's already healed over.
Yeah.
Boy, it'd be
Then-
really good to just, those Skelebot arms could definitely be adapted as a replacement. That's
And Alice
definitely
will
an
bring it up to Kriptk, but then he'll And then Kriptk will say, it doesn't really work with my powers.
It only costs you just some extra power points.
Yeah. Thank you, but no thank you. I do have a question. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, we're going to get reattached, but it'll be 6 inches shorter than the other one, so, kind of...
Kiss my magic at you.
I'm going to cast magic.
Right.
Yeah.
I do have a question about the Nazi scumbag armor. Can we pry their corpses out, and is there a way to utilize that armor?
You could take it and wear it if you wanted. I mean, it might be a little damaged. Might have some. It will not be pristine, is what I would say.
Well, it has a hole in it.
What I'm thinking is if we can just, because there were 3?
Mm-hmm.
There were 3.
Okay.
One of them, the armor is not really recoverable because of the whole plasma fire thing.
Yeah.
But the other 2, the armor is, you can definitely recover the armor. Matter of fact, I can tell you what they all had.
Because what I'm thinking is if it's possible to swap parts out to at least get one good set of armor, or better than average. Is that possible?
Yeah.
And
that
then,
would definitely be possible. That should be a repair check.
And then give that to Maria, because obviously she's the ass kicker of the the group.
She's got pretty good armor, actually. Matter of fact, it's probably better than what they have. Because so coalition troops are referred to as dead boys because the masks are shaped like skulls and so forth. Skull motif, big thing with the coalition. But she is wearing Crusader heavy EBA, which is environmental battle armor.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually better than what they've got. So,
is this armor better than the armor that I'm wearing?
It probably is.
The Huntsman medium? Okay.
If it's medium armor, maybe not. Because this is, I believe, light armor.
Okay, because I've got a 5 armor for...
This would be a 7. Oh. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. They're in the Dead Boy heavy armor. So it actually is full body, and it's actually 7 armor with 3 additional toughness. So...
Okay. So...
It would be better, but it is heavier. It weighs like 18 pounds.
Okay. Obviously, I don't like the skull motif, so I would like to weld on some extra bits so it looks like I've got smiley
it's not even
face.
So much. Okay, yeah, you can do that, or you could just kind of retain the helmet from your other suit and match up the seals.
Okay,
just
let's do
take
that.
a hand off one of the robots and just put that as like crest.
Just
on helmet.
That'll be the face guard right there. No,
take 2 arms, weld them to the helmet. Now you have antlers.
Like you do. Merry Christmas.
So basically, the 2 grunts both have C-12 heavy laser rifles. If anybody wants to jot that down on their sheet somewhere. I think under notes, probably. They all had a fragmentation grenade. And they all carried vibro knives. So that's 2 each.
I think Alice may ask if he can grab a knife.
Sure.
Because at the moment he's unarmed.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have a sheet.
Now be careful with that vibro knife. It does inflict mega damage.
Yes. So I'm just looking through the
You want the stats for it?
How many knives?
2 of them. There are 2 vibro knives.
If no one would object, may I have the other vibro knife? All right.
I'm not objecting.
I don't
just
have
need something I can use.
Yeah, no, fair.
I don't have a spare hand to hold it, so other people can have.
That's fair. What damage does it do?
If you look in the you can pick it up from the what do you call it?
It's strength plus a d6.
Okay.
If you go into the under the eye
Compendium,
and check
yeah.
weapons, you can actually drag and drop it into your character sheet.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's that thing that it wouldn't do.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
That's
So you can
sorcery.
Yeah. So if you just scroll down to vibro knife, you can just drag and drop it into your sheet, and it's all
Oh,
set up for you.
I've got my sheet separate from. Hang on, let me do this and then go back to information, character sheet.
Is anybody claiming a laser rifle? Kriptk, you want a laser rifle?
I'm not sure if I can
I'll
use
take
one.
Yeah. Oh, and one of the Skelelots, it was actually like the first one that you took out, has a rocket launcher. A
Ooh.
CR1 rocket launcher. But there are a bunch of they are CV-213 VLF laser rifles. There's like 7 or 8 of them.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I'm just gonna put one of those laser rifles in my inventory, but I'm not gonna use it. I don't think, because I mean it's going to be in the vehicle, isn't it? So.
Yep. Now you could mount one of those to your vehicle. That is true. That wouldn't even be a difficult repair wall.
There's an idea for you.
Yep. You could definitely mount one of these weapons to your vehicle.
Put a rocket launcher in the mounted turret. Done.
What were the laser rifles again? I'm sorry. What was the?
CV-212.
CV-213. But yeah.
Or 213.
Yep.
Oh,
213.
I don't think
Did they have a 212? It might just be a misprint. So.
Yeah.
On
CV-212 variable light frequency laser rifle.
Actually, what it probably is that the 212 is the one that uses the E-clip, which is what most weapons use. But the 213s are probably have a cable that tied into the power plant of the Skelebot. So that you'd have to do some adjusting, some modifications. It wouldn't be difficult. It's just have to mod it.
Awkward.
Yeah. Well, there's no power plant attached to it. Or you have to strap a Skelebot, chest to your back, and carry around the rifle, which might be awkward. Cool looking though.
Intimidating.
Cool. Yeah. Oh, there goes Red. He's gifting all them subs.
But yeah, okay, so yes, Alice would also go and check the arachnid family, or whatever you want to call them.
And they're kind of, they eye you warily, and they appear to be trying to communicate with you. It's some buzzes and clicks and things, not a language you're familiar with.
Can I give it a try?
Sure. What skill do you feel would be appropriate for that?
Well, I do have. I'm a linguist. It's an edge.
Okay.
So I'm thinking, because I know Gobbly and Elven. I'm kind of wondering if can I listen to it and try to see if I can pick things up? I mean,
Yeah. Give me a smarts roll, just a straight up smarts roll. Did you wish to spend a penny to re-roll?
Yes, I do. Son of a bitch! I did
Well,
worse.
it's still you still got a 4. You still passed. You got a success. You know with confidence that you cannot reproduce their language, but you are kind of able to piece together um, some body language and get some rough kind of communication going. Very, very rough.
Okay.
Well, I
They
mean,
are. Yep. Go ahead.
I'm not sure how this will work,
Mhm.
but Alice does have the advanced vocal unit, which allows him to speak with in different forms, but he
Mhm.
doesn't know the language, so I'm
Right.
not sure how that's
Yeah.
going to work.
Yeah. It could be
Yeah.
useful later if you have a chance to like analyze the language.
Yeah.
Um,
So that's what I was thinking. If there's a way that maybe Wilhelm can tell Alice what to say or how to say it.
Yeah,
And
unfortunately, I think I've just picked up just enough to be dangerous, and
yeah.
we've sort of got a thrown together pseudo language where we can kind of understand or at least get basic concepts across.
Hmm.
But I don't
Uh,
think that this is something we can synthesize in a vocal unit.
Kriptk,
Yeah.
how are you at sensing amounts of PPE in other beings? You have anything for that? I don't remember if the Leyline Walker does or not.
I think I actually do. Let me look real quick here.
Okay.
Yeah, Alice is just going to try and non-verbally try and communicate if they're okay.
Sure.
Ask if they're okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Like if there's any damages or anything,
Right.
any food or anything like that.
I have the expanded awareness, which gives me the detect arcana power as an innate ability. I can sense supernatural beings within line of sight. I'm not sure if that
Okay.
applies.
No, that would apply with this, in the sense that you get the definite sense that these beings have tremendous amounts of PPE energy. PPE is potential psychic energy. It's what fuels magic powers. Most little lore drop in rifts. Every living thing has PPE, and there are creatures that feed on it, like Psy Stalkers and vampires. But it also fuels magic powers. It also is what it kind of gets expended to develop psychic powers because there are psychic characters. Um, and then and it's strongest usually in children. And then as you grow into adulthood and lose your dreams in adulthood, it
As you
goes
do.
down as you do, and then it also doubles at the moment of death. That was a thing, which is why sacrifices were always a big thing with a lot of the magic users. And then the other thing is that certain creatures like their PPE flavored, particularly usually with fear. So that's why some of them choose to play more cat and mouse games to raise that fear and flavor their meal. Um, so anyway, that's PPE. These beings have a tremendous amount of it. You don't sense that they're like necessarily able to access it. They just have a lot of it for just like they may not have magical powers, but they have a tremendous amount of potential for it.
Are any of them injured?
None of them are injured. They look a little battered and bruised, kind of, but not really injured, like not missing wounds or anything like that. They kind of through hand signals and things like that. They kind of indicate that there are more of them, and that there are more of these uh, coalition troops, and and they seem to be, and they're like putting their hands together and like grabbing at the wrists, like they're
Oh wow.
being
Okay.
restrained. So they're trying to indicate that they're being captured. And they kind of point off to the northwest, like that's the direction they came from. That's also the direction that there might be more of them, as well as more coalition.
Okay.
Okay.
I would like to indicate to them that we need to repair our vehicle first, and then we'll head in that direction.
Okay.
And then I will get to repairing the vehicle. not going to waste any time on that.
It'll probably take you about an hour to repair the damage on your vehicle.
Yeah.
Could I try and assist if need be, or?
Oh, you
Good
can.
one,
I mean, he's already got like a success with 2 raises, so
Well, maybe to see what happens if I do it.
sure.
Probably
There you
roll
go.
another one.
Oh!
Make it worse.
Oh,
Thankfully,
make
you
it
got
worse.
enough success with raises that it offsets Alice. Like, so this goes here, right? And just like,
Hey, do not touch that wire to that again. So if you've learned anything, you've learned to not do that again.
indeed. As a matter of fact, if you would like, Wilhelm, during your repairs, you're also able to incorporate the one of the weapons
yeah.
as a like mounted weapon on it.
Hell yeah. That is definitely going to happen.
So if someone were to use that, use the vehicle and wanted to use that weapon, so you'd have a driver and a gunner, and the gunner would get like half cover from the gunner's
Sure.
spot.
Okay, yes, absolutely. We will make
All
that
right.
happen.
Okay. All right. What time do we usually wrap? To get close to that time? Just glancing. 15 minutes? All right. All right. I think we'll just set up for next time. Okay.
Yeah.
So you get your vehicle up and running, all ready to go. And are you going to head in that direction or what? Oh,
Having them come with us is, I'm thinking, not a good idea. Can we give them some rations and stuff and tell them which way to head to get to the castle for because they're refugees, obviously.
sure.
Is it possible to signal the castle and say, hey, we've got some refugees in a situation here where there are more refugees that we need to free from coalition forces? Can
Give
somebody
me-
come? Okay.
Let's see. Most of your armors will have some degree of range. Give me an electronics roll to see if you can get through. Because at this point, you're almost at the limit of like radio range.
Okay.
Yeah, you really needed a raise to do it. If you want to reroll, you can. With many.
I will spend my last penny to make this happen.
All right. Hey, all right. You get a message through to Castle Refuge. They come back with a reply for you to. They want you to go investigate, see what's up. They will dispatch a team, a rapid response team, and then
Okay.
they should be rendezvousing with your position within a day or so.
Okay.
So they will. But if nothing else, they want you to recon the region or recon this, situation.
Yeah, absolutely. Then I will go to the refugees and try to convey that
Sure.
help will be coming in a day.
Give me a persuade roll.
Can I assist on it?
Yeah, or if you want to take the lead on it, whichever.
I'm not super skilled, but I thought maybe I could try to help get the message across.
I've got a D6, so any help would be appreciated.
I'm just a 4.
Oh,
I will Well, okay, so you probably got it good enough. I would spend a penny to try to improve my assistance, but
I don't think you need to.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, he's good.
That's an 11 and a 5, so...
Yeah, you've got a success and a raise. So, you convey successfully to them that help is coming and that you are going to go and check out what's beyond.
And I also want to make sure that we get them some food, blankets, or something to.
Yeah.
So, and maybe even
Kinda
help
Give
them
them your
set up.
camping supplies. Yeah.
Yeah, help them set up a temporary shelter here by the just off of the like I'm thinking maybe on the map. Come on, like over here to give them a little bit of cover so that they're close to the road, but so they can not quite be seen, but at least have a place to stay and be close by to the road. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So there you are. Your vehicle is all fixed. You're all. Look at you. You won combat. You're ready to go.
We done good.
You done good.
Some good work.
Now, are you gonna drive your vehicle in that direction, or are you gonna go on foot? What are you gonna do?
Oh, we're gonna drive.
Okay. All right. Fair.
Yeah, maybe I
luckily,
need
your
to...
vehicle's electric, so it's not like it makes a tremendous amount of noise.
Do I need to sit next to Kriptk so I can be his right arm?
It was probably his left arm that got taken off. So.
Oh. Yeah, unless this is
actually no, it did say specifically it was his right arm, so it like came into the cab and took off his arm.
Yeah.
Yikes! Terrifying.
It's like like the bar scene in the cantina.
Mm-hmm.
Thump.
Right.
You can drive with your left arm. You good?
Is he gonna take a penalty for that?
Maybe.
Is it possible for me to create like a suicide knob so that he can have an? No, it's seriously. It's like an easier way to make turns.
Yeah. Yeah. You could absolutely rig something up. Give me a repair. It's not even too difficult. So yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
Yeah. You rig up something, so that he can operate the steering wheel one-handed pretty competently. So no more penalty. And you're ready to go.
Yay!
Now, since you're going to attempt to... I will let... Kriptk, I'll let it be your call. I'll let you do stealth or driving for this next part. To stealth up to the region.
Yeah, I think knowing that there are adversaries that way, we're going to want to try to... We're not just going to drive straight across the open plain, right? We're going to try to pick our way through whatever obstructions we can to try to get close and take our time now rather than racing forward.
Yep.
Do we have a way to know what kind of terrain we're going to be traveling on? Because I'm wondering if
it's
I can...
mostly like forested area.
So what I'm thinking, is it possible to kind of cobble together some at least like temporary paint to make some kind of sort of camouflage to make it a little more difficult for them to spot us in the distance?
Temporary paint, no, but if you give me a survival roll, and you can like cut down some tree branches and just kind of like tie them on and stuff to break up your outline, and hey, look at that. Yeah, you can absolutely you add brush and stuff to your vehicle to make it more concealed. So, if you go slow, I'll let it be your choice if you want to roll driving or if you want to roll stealth, and then we'll give you a +2 bonus for your camouflage.
Okay. I think I'm equally bad at both, so I will use stealth, I guess.
All right.
Is it possible for me to assist? I'm not sure how much assistance I'm
probably
gonna
not so much on this one.
Okay.
With a +2, that's a success with a raise. So
It actually incorporates the +2, so let me spend a bit. At least spend a penny and re-roll it, maybe.
All right. It is a success.
I would stand pat.
Unless I crit fail it, it's always. I mean, it won't make it any worse.
Yeah, that's true.
That's fair.
Yeah, same thing. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Well, we'll keep it then.
All right. So you creep up, and I will move you on to the next map. To the Tough Nut to Crack map. And I should also go there too.
While they're driving there, can I have Alice do something just in the trip there?
Sure.
I was thinking maybe do, I don't know, either if it would be a research or science check to see if he can figure out how he could make a...
To the south and to the down down and to the right. There we go. Yeah, with the ranges, I have to make the maps really big. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Red. What were you trying to do?
See if I could have Alice roll maybe either a research or science check to see if he can figure out a way of making a cybernetic arm that would work with a ley line worker's magic.
That is something that you would need to get more information on magic and how that all functions.
Yeah.
It is something you could work towards, and you would certainly
that
not
was the
be
plan
alone
to
in that.
work
But
towards.
yep, that can absolutely be kind of like a longer term goal for your character. Absolutely.
Yeah, and just like chip away at it every few days or something.
Did you want to kidnap a Skelebot body and try to figure out how to put your brain in it?
Oh, we're taking the Skelebot bodies. We're making room for that.
Yeah,
That's you got those also.
That's good parts.
Right up to the sides of your vehicle.
Oh yeah,
just covered in. It's a little terrifying now.
well, good.
So you're approaching, and you see that there's a small river ahead, and from where you're at, everyone give me a notice check. With the -2, unless you're going to go up high or something.
well, I'm gonna see if I can get a bird's eye view if possible.
Yeah. All right.
Notice.
All right.
That was a good one, eh?
That was a very good one. All right. So
considering that was a D4, so that's what?
Yeah, that's
Yep.
huge.
Oh, and that's the thing with the unskilled. Even the acing also applies to that D4 -2. So even though you're D4 -2, you can still ace on that and still have great success.
So I'm just trying. That's what? That's a base 8 plus. That's 3 more raises, right?
That would be so the base is 4, and then you get a raise at. So you get one success at 4, a raise at 8, and a raise at 12, and a raise at 16. So yeah, 3 raises and a success.
Mm-hmm.
So yep.
Yeah.
That
All
is
right.
sexy.
Cool.
I see everything.
You do see everything. And from the bird's eye view, you can see that across the river over here. Shift ping. There is a group of Skelebots and coalition grunts on the roadway that you probably could have taken. There is a little bridge off to the east, or I'm sorry, off to the west. And it looks like that's the only place to cross, but you might be able to hop the river. You see that you can just make out that they're way off in the distance, up in the northwest. There's another group of Skelebots and coalition troops. And then, kind of here in the middle, there's a clearing. And in that clearing, you see some coalition grunts, one coalition soldier in slightly different looking armor. It looks different. It's sleeker, and it has like some white highlights and stuff. And there's a huge vehicle, bristling with turrets and rocket launchers and stuff. But the back door is down, and they appear kind of relaxed. You also see that there are more of these DB aliens, these kind of bug people. You can just make out that there's a few of them inside the vehicle, and they appear to be restrained.
Mm.
And that
Okay, so,
is where we
so
will
yeah,
end it.
Alice will come back down and just let everybody know that where these people are.
Okay.
Hey, John, is it possible for me to have regained some PowerPoints while we were driving? Is it restful enough driving along that I could have done that?
Yeah, sure.
About how
If
long
nothing
were we
else, you would have
traveling?
had.
As long as
You
you were
would have had
driving
time.
one-handed, just
Well,
yeah, that's
you would have
stressful.
had time because it took an hour to do the repairs and the modifications on the vehicle. So you would have had at least an hour there, and we'll say you probably got another like half hour. So I'm not sure how much that comes out to, or if that gets you anything back, but that's about how long I'm guessing.
Okay.
All right. And you can also spend bennies to recover power points. So.
Okay.
So yeah. So there we go. That's it for tonight.
Yes,
Yes, I
that's
hope
our
you're all
cliffhanger
happy.
for tonight. That we've got another battle on our hand, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Are we thinking May 5th for the next session?
I believe so. Just double check.
I think I'm going to take May 5th because Star Wars week.
Oh, fair. Yep. Yeah. So we're gonna do our we're gonna kind of toss around the horn, have people say who they are, where they can find you, and yeah, and then honestly, I'm also gonna put a little plug in to the Tomorrow Legion. Always looking for new recruits. We got room. So hit us up on the Slices and Dices channel. If you got a webcam and a microphone, we're your friends. But
I would post in chat, but Chrome's decided to have his fit today, so.
All right, so we'll go in reverse. Planck, aka Brad, socials and whatnots. Plug yourself.
Yeah, you can find me. If you're an old person, you can find me on the Facebooks. I'm also on Twitter, Instagram. It's pretty much B Ludwig all the way through, or ludwig.brad. And I post random crap. So there you go. I'm done. Next.
Gordo.
Yeah, you can find me here for now. I don't have a lot of other stuff going on, but enjoying the stream, and we'll see you next time.
Cool. Red.
I am Red. You can find me most places over the internet, though I don't post, so good luck with that.
I think I've seen you maybe post once.
Yep.
Maybe. And I'm John, running this, and we're being produced by Slices and Dices, GM Matt G. Great guy. Thank you to him. Thank you to Slices and Dices and all the cool stuff that they do. Absolutely go and check out their other.
Another game on tomorrow.
Yeah,
as well.
tomorrow they got another game, and they do awesome, great stuff. Definitely go check it out on the YouTubes and the whole bit. Great alien game, Cthulhu 5th edition, Dungeon of the Mad Mage, a little Pathfinder here and there, all kinds of stuff. So go check them out; they're great. So yeah, I think that for everyone, what is it? I love this because if you go over on Matt's thing, it's be kind to yourself and be kind to others. So I may have gotten that flip, but anyway,
don't forget to take care of yourself.
Yes, and but yeah, have a good night, everyone, or good morning, good day, and thank you for watching. Bye.
Bye.